Fuck is they talking about though? You're big MRM WRW Mafia. Come by with the tribe. Kirby, what up though? I'm breaking it down, ground. I'm working my way up. You a way stuck, get your way up. You're looking for pay, cuz I want all of my peoples to wake up. Sleep, Frank Ocean, deep, peak. There's not to mess with the weak. Fools, choose. I'm making a break of the rules. Fools, choose. It's the I'm busting the moves. I woke up like this, blessed. Everything else just a test. Stress was created for licking the less. I'm with the gods, yes. Fact, me and Kirby finessing the beat. 10 toes, MRM we reppin' the street. I am the chief, this is the tribe. I ended the different electrical side. Come get you a vibe. This is my land, is my only reply.
Yeah, G, what up? Yeah. Bag in my bag, no book for the papers. Ain't got time for my bitch, cause I'm running up papers. Just like that I keep the flavors, from the lows to the highs. Man, my niggas elevating. Say you got motion, but you niggas just talk. Big dog in the yard, and you bitches just balk. Look me in my eyes, say it with your chest when you talk. Boys do what they can, and men do what they want. Break that shit down, half O's to the pounds. Put my thoughts to action, Jackson's niggas like the stunt, a different fabric. Magic hat me pulling rabbits out of hat. Trick you out to life, Houdini, Lord Janie couldn't bring it back. Niggas be capping, say whatever when they rapping. Tell your life story, and what really fucking happened. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Actions to my words, you can see me here when they play my song. Forever do the man. And Ladybug, yeah, love is love. Loyal to my children, family first, and putting my heart in every verse.
Yo, what's the vibes, tribes? This is I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast with myself, BigChief, not the little one, G the Starflower, melanated god of love, my goddess, Aquarius goddess, and my sister Crazy Tree Lady, who may or may not be in the building tonight. Y'all know how this been going. You know, life been life for everyone, but they still are a part of the podcast, for surely, you know. Everybody just doing their own separate, you know, building, growing, whatever the case may be. But tonight on I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast, this is from the ground up. The walk behind my talk. You hear me? Let me say that again. The topic for tonight is from the ground up. The walk behind my talk. You hear me? You always hear me say respect the walkers, not the talkers. And, you know, you got to put the walk behind your words. And, you know, this is all my shit. Like, I am a creator. You hear me? Yeah, all right. But from the ground up. So I'm going to take y'all down memory lane. My journey. You know, when it comes to me, like, building on social media platforms and creating the radio shows, where I started, how I even became a part of that world. You know, me coming from, you know, the areas that I come from, you don't have dudes out, you know, entertaining none of that. You know, it ain't one brother from my neighborhood that's on any of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But for me to, you know, actually be somebody that was able to think outside of my environment and be concealed just to that, if I'm saying the right words, you know, that's a powerful thing, you know, and that's not saying that my brothers are weak at all. Some people are just comfortable being with it, what it is, the way that it is. You know, I had some of my bros, like my day ones, really, you know, say to me, like, bro, this is all it is for me, and met that. You hear me? I ain't talking about us as kids. I'm talking about us as we got older. We grown men now. Motherfuckers got kids, all types of shit, and said, this is what it is. I gotta respect that, especially after me having a powerful conversation with you, and I know you somebody that come from what I come from. Like, we've been in these struggles together, slept in the abandoned house, no life, no food. Like, me and my bros, my day ones, we all went through these type of situations together. That's why I say it's a difference. People sit up here and talk about these day ones when it comes to the friendships or whatever the case may be, even though that's watered down as well. But, if you're going to speak about it, speak about it. You got to put some facts behind the words, make it make sense, But, me and my day ones, we really went through everything together. You know what I'm saying? And it was never a situation where, nobody had, though. If one didn't have, all right, shit, everybody else gonna put together, make something happen. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, going to the market, buying food, coming to the house, cooking it type shit. You feel me? Family eat. Sometimes we might not have ate none of it. Just making sure, the family, my mom, my sis, little cousins, well, at that time, they was my little cousins. But anyway, that's me getting into my life, which ain't a problem at all, because I'm gonna do a lot of that throughout this show. As I'm showing y'all my journey from the ground up, you know, how I got to where I'm at today, far as me pushing, my podcasts and the radio shows and, just everything I've been creating. This is where it started from and how it started. You know, okay, first off, shout out to the mob. You hear me? That's the fuck up. That shit is in my skin. You hear me? It's always going to be that, regardless of what. It's always going to be that. Dot mob. You know what the dot stand for? Dying over this shit. You hear me? And I stood on that. I just reached out to a couple of my bros to see if I can, get somebody to pull up. I don't know if that's going to work out, but if I'm able to do that, because I ain't talked to none of my brothers in a minute, a long time, some years. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I'm doing this show tonight, I tried to reach out to a couple of brothers, because this hit different for me. This is more for me than anyone else. You know what I'm saying? But I do want everyone to know me, as far as my journey and how I got to where I'm at today. Shout out to my brother, this generation, Biggie Smalls, Larry Stacks in the building, big MRMWRW tribe. Peace and love, my brother. I appreciate you pulling up, for surely. But like I said, this is my journey to walk behind my words, right? Because a lot of niggas do a lot of talking, especially on these social media platforms, but we never seen anything behind that talk, So I'm going to take y'all from the beginning on up to now. So, Dot Mob. I was a very big fan of battle rap, the battle rap culture. I'm a big fan of music. I'm just tapped in with all of that, and that's all a part of who we are. Um, So I used to follow it heavily. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch a lot of Reed Dollars and a lot of the Philly dudes. But when it came to New York, it was the mall. It was T-Rex. It was Murder Mook. It was Dan Bars. Then came along K-Shine. But, at that time, when niggas was battling in the streets, it was only a select few, and that was like T-Rex and Murder Mook. They was the main two faces. As far as Dot Mob, Dan Bars was doing this thing too. I don't even want to fucking forget nobody, because there's a couple of the bros that was battling, but the bigger names was T-Rex and Murder Mook. But shout out to the mob as a whole. You know what I'm saying? But so I go way back then with that. When niggas was battling on the street corners and shit like that. So I was just a fan, a real big fan of battle rap. I wasn't no groupie or none of that shit. I didn't give groupie vibes or none of that. It was just genuine love that I was showing to something that I loved. You know what I'm saying? So I put a lot of working with that. Well, through the years, supporting the bros and sharing their shits, they battles, commenting, bigging them up, giving niggas props for their work that they're putting in, and things like that on some brother shit. But mind you, I didn't know anybody at this time. I just was doing this shit through social media. I might have had a few inbox messages here and there with Rex at that time, but it wasn't nothing real heavy. Hold on, y'all. There wasn't no real heavy, deep conversation or nothing like that, you know. So, like I said, I went years, just supporting the culture, but mainly Dotmob, because I was rocking with them brothers, how they was coming, the griminess behind it and all that. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking with them. So, like I said, for years, just supporting, sharing, and all of that. So one day on Twitter, I was joking with Rex. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, shit. And I think he hit me and said, I appreciate the support or something like that, or something that I had posted. And I was like, man, shit, I support so much, I might as well be Dot Mob. And he was like, again, jokingly, I promise y'all, I was joking when I said this. I was not expecting for it to actually be that. And he was like, shit, nigga, you died, Bob. I'm like, huh? I still didn't take it that serious until he sent me his number. Right after he said it, sent me the number. Tap in. Hit him. Fine. We chopping it up. So whole time, mind y'all, I'm so deep into the music, that they was thinking that I do music. But I didn't. I just love music. You know what I'm saying? So when we chopped it up, he asked me, did I rap? He like, man, I jump on anything you got, like willing to, do a feature with me and everything for free. You feel me? Off the rip, shout out to Rex, dot love, dot loyalty. You hear me? Um, so bam, that went like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm stamped now. You know what I'm saying? I'm an official member of the mob. And of course, at that time, this is when a lot of the trolling came about. This was the beginning of trolling. You know what I'm saying? So me being somebody that come from the streets, Baltimore, Maryland to be exact, down the hill, East Baltimore, anybody that know. Me being somebody that comes directly from that, and trying to jump into that world, it was a lot. You hear me? It was a lot. So all right, cool. I got the stamp. Dotmob, boom. So now I'm putting it out there, changed my name and all of that. Dotmob, Jeezy, blah, blah, blah. So now you got these weak ass niggas in the culture that's thinking a nigga faking and I ain't official member. Oh, we ain't never seen you with this person. We ain't never seen you with that person. Blah, blah, blah. A whole bunch of that shit was going on. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't too disrespectful. Don't get it twisted because niggas know how I was rocking out here. So it wasn't no super disrespectful shit. It was just, a lot of subbing and, niggas basically trying to speak as if I wasn't an official member of the mob. Then I think Rex had dropped. Matter of fact, I think I got it. Speaking about it, my apologies, y'all. I think I got it. Rex had dropped this joint. Let me see now. But I think I do got the joint in my shit. But he had dropped this joint. It's like after that, you know, all the slick talking stopped. Cause mind you, Rex was like the face at that time. You know what I'm saying? So for him to do that and put that out there, now I got hella motherfuckers in my inbox apologizing, all types of shit, man. That shit was crazy. But let me see if I can find it, man. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm taking y'all to the beginning, the very beginning. Uh, that might be in the fucking witcher names. Let me see. We got daylight on here, man. Listen, I got a lot of check this out, y'all. Now that I'm right here, cause I'ma still go back and start from where I was starting from, but now that it's up, you know, peace and love to anybody that's pulling up, y'all. Like I said, this is my journey, you know. But that's my bro Daylight. This DotMobRadio. Daylight funny as shit, bro. That's my brother, man. Hold up. I don't think y'all heard of this shit. But when I first started, like I said, man, I built this from the ground up by myself. I did not have any help. You know, I didn't reach out to Mook. I didn't reach out to T-Rex. I didn't reach out to bigger names in the mall to help me do anything. And that's no disrespect to them at all. I just want to show niggas that I can do this on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I built all of these relationships with these brothers on my own. It had nothing to do with, you know, Dot Mob. It was a lot of people that, to be honest, it was a lot of motherfuckers that didn't fuck with motherfuckers in the mall. You know what I'm saying? But they were still rocking with me. But again, it wasn't no super disrespectful shit. It wasn't no beef type shit. Just little minor, you know, y'all know how that shit go. But yeah, this is my brother Daylight.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Daylight. You are now tuning into DotMobRadio. The one and only world's greatest. You the best. Keys. You ain't smart.
Daylight funny as hell. But this when I was doing my you know, my little supporting thing, like anybody that was supporting my movement and shit, I asked them to make like a little video just shouting out DotMobRadio, man. This my sis, she got a major platform now too.
Right now, it's fuck the politics. DotMob, y'all know niggas riding with. Stop hating and acknowledge it. From the streets to the college kids, I've been sneaking them out to head. You know me. I'm all with it. Get them killed for raffle, you know, small ticket. I do the operation if you cross ribbon. No period, probably give me a long sentence. DotMob, I'm with the same clip. Ain't changed shit. The alterations, they made sense. Nice game like I started grade 6. Customs come like roaches until they raid shit. That album that's spinning in the car.
Obi-Wan. Let's go.
I guarantee that you wishing on a star.
I did all this myself, y'all. All this editing.
BCF, you already know, man. BCF Marlball Smoke.
That's my brother Smoke Black. He a battle rapper. EBK. We gonna get into that too, y'all.
Shout out DotMobRadio. They've been out here doing their thing. They always got the fire interviews set up. Tuesday, Thursday night. Y'all know you ain't got nothing better to do. So make sure you call up, listen to DotMobRadio. They are fucking fire. Love is love. Shout out King Jeezy.
Peace and love.
Only one nigga could wake me up early in the morning to do this. Shout out to my nigga Jim Jeezy.
My brother Curtis.
Shout out to the whole DMV. It's your boy Face Off, King New York, CTF, Mr. Cactus Fade, Mr. Run My Fade, Mr. Square Up, you feel me? I got some new shit coming out here pretty soon. My mind, I'm looking at you to tell you about all that, man. Let's do a bitch. Shout out to my mans. Y'all holler at him. Got my in this bitch.
Shout out to my brother Curtis, man.
Yo, what's good?
Wing.
Wing True from Winged and Friends, Liberated Minded Media, formerly AFM Radio. Salute to my brother Glenn, DotMobRadio. Listen, the rebirth of DotMobRadio. Check this out. Bruh's doing big things. He's bringing more content to the shows, more different, a variety of things. Fuck with him. I believe the show is Tuesday, Thursday. Each week, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard. Don't miss the show. Salute to him. Salute to everybody fucking with
Peace and love, everybody that's pulling up. I appreciate y'all. Lock in with me, y'all. I got a lot to speak about. Obi-Wan. Real Harlem shit. True gang. True dot love. You know the vibes.
Hey
He's real Harlem niggas though, y'all. Shout out to my sis Charisma. She fire on the battle rap tip. You hear me?
What's happening? It's your favorite strip here with
Done deal.
Make sure you tune in every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 p.m. to DotMobRadio. www.blogtalkradio.com/DotMobRadio. Man, shout out to Jim Jeezy, Cool Cash, Charisma,
Peace and
myself. Make sure you tune in, man. From the streets to the main stage.
From the streets to the main stage, you hear me?
DotMobRadio building. Yeah. Y'all already know what time it is. It's your boy Jim Jeezy. Dot be more boss, man. To all my Twitter fans, to all my IG fans, to all my Facebook fans, to the whole battle rap culture, man. Tune into DotMobRadio every Tuesday and Thursday night. Same time, same G's. You can't go wrong with this real niggas on the line.
You hear me?
Salute to the
Come on now.
Shout out to the bad, man. True Gang, what up? DotMob, what up? EBK, what up? Perp Gang. K. Dot Mafia, man. Y'all already know it's a family thing, man. Hey, check this out, man. If y'all want interviews where niggas all up on your shit trolling, if y'all want interviews where niggas is doing a bunch of goofy ass shit, come over to DotMobRadio where the real niggas lie. You dig?
Yeah,
Trust and believe, man. Shit real over on this end, you dig? Holla at me, man. Be more boss, man. Vice President, DotMob DMV.
Big facts.
Shout out to my co-host, man, Charisma. My nigga Done Deal, the boy Cool and Cash, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that showed Jim Jeezy big love, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. That love is returns.
I don't know why they cut that shit off, man. Shout out to the family, though, man. Everybody that showed me love, you feel me? Like, you know, even me watching that now, you feel me? Maybe feel some type of way, you know? And y'all, as y'all can see, you know, I've been doing this. That was 2011. That was 8 years ago. That was 8 years ago, right? I've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? And that video that I just showed, that was the beginning of DotMobRadio. You know what I'm saying? And I was grinding from the ground up, you know. But let me get back to the beginning first before I get too deep into that. We're gonna get back to the mob though. Shout out to my brother Seven Mitchell and the brother Deezy from BodyCount Radio. Okay, this is the first show I've ever been on, right? I didn't do this at all. This wasn't my thing. You know, I just connected with certain people just within the battle rap culture and show love, especially and radio shows, you know, and I was just somebody that was really connected with all the battlers. You know what I'm saying? But yet I wasn't doing none of that. You know, I just had big connections and I built a friendship, you know, a family ship or whatever you want to call it. I built that, you know, with a lot of people within the battle rap culture. So I was really just somebody who was able to make moves, you know. So I started off with Deezy, shout out to Deezy and shout out to my brother Seven Mitchell. BodyCount Radio. This interview right here was the beginning of T-Rex and Danny Myers situation. If anybody's familiar with the battle rap culture, y'all know when T-Rex supposed to ran off with the $12,000 from Danny Myers and whatever. This right here is what started that. You know, I set this up. So
TV interview. I know a lot of people don't back TV interview. He is the greatest seller of records of all. Really, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think people got that interview like this through. I wasn't really saying he's trash.
Now, mind y'all, right? Danny didn't know that I was on the line listening. Danny Myers. Now, I didn't know him at this time. But after this situation, I built a very good relationship with this brother. You know, I can really say that's a brother. You know, he kept it all love with me. You feel me? Like these are people that was really my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I started it in 2011, Stacks, but that joint I just showed, that was not 8 years ago. But I started DotMobRadio in 2011. But yeah, so mind y'all, Danny Myers didn't know I was listening in. He didn't know nothing. He was just on here talking his shit about T-Rex, and I was making moves in the background.
I did say he's a legend, but they just got to address the truth. He said against disaster, like Dr. Seuss, I'll shoot this cat in the hat. He said that. Don't believe me. Go watch the battle. And I said to myself, there's no way a legend just said that. There's no way a grown man said that in an actual rap battle. That's just one example I can give. But what I'm saying is, the way he said it, you didn't even notice he said that. You know, like the way he presented, it makes it seem like it was really, really crazy because he's throwing his out, he's spinning.
So basically, he talking shit about Rex. I'm gonna get in.
So I didn't expect. Oh my God! You know what? when you told us today, how do you check this out? Bonnie, Miss Merck, or Fair Friend?
All right, we getting to it now, y'all.
We got Danny Myers. I'll say, motherfucker, you are not that nice. What's good, man? What's going, bro, man? Oh, man, we got a lot of shit to track about, bro, man. We got a lot of shit. But yeah, yo, I'm making my debut on A-Hat soon. Y'all gotta holler at Danny Myers for that, though. Thanks. Okay, that's going down on October 25th. Yo, so real quick, I gotta make this announcement. So I gotta put my bro on real quick. We putting Jim Deezy on real quick, and this is why.
That's me, mind y'all. That was my name coming up.
What it is, my nigga? Yo, what's good, man? So you got somebody that wants to talk to Danny Myers? Yeah. Got my nigga Rex on line, bro. Oh.
Got him.
We got Danny Myers and T-Rex, right? Online, right? Word. Make it happen. Yo, where Rex at? Hold on, bro. He about to call Rex. My nigga Jim Deezy hit me up on Twitter. He's like, yo, like, we trying to make this happen. This is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? All y'all bloggers, everybody that's in these debate groups, y'all better post this on right now. Get people to call in. Because we trying to set up Danny Myers versus T-Rex right here on ICantMakeThisShitUp. Hey, Danny, I know you got bars for him. Just start cooking. As soon as you get on the line, just start cooking right now. I need flavor. Yeah. So everybody post it right now. We probably about to have T-Rex and Danny Myers, the confrontation. We're going to have ice.
Mind y'all, like I said, around this time, I was just, you know, trying to find my way within the culture. You know, I said, my brother T-Rex, he gave me the stamp, you know, so I'm like, all right, I got the stamp. I'm a part of the mob, but what can I do to contribute to this, to what they already got going on? So, you know, I was trying to find my lane and shit, right? At that time, I wasn't playing around with the music. That's why I named myself I'm Not a Rapper. You know, all of this plays a part in that. If I was rapping all my life, I would have had features. I would have had mad songs with Rex Mook and everybody else in the mob and outside of the mob. So many niggas from New York I would have had songs with, you know, if I was really pushing that at that time. But I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that was a gift of mine at that time. I mean, I kind of wish I would have. But anyway, everything happened for a reason. This was the very beginning, y'all. I was just co-hosting. I can't even say co-hosting. I was just doing a lot of background work. When these brothers wanted to get certain artists on their platforms, I was the one that was making that happen. So this is how everything started. Shout out to the brother Deezy, VP Deezy, BodyCount Radio. Shout out to my brother Seven Mitchell, T7M Radio.
But let Rex tell you, he don't even know who I am. So whatever. Oh shit. If he don't know, he needs to know. He knows who you know. Right, man. I said, nigga, wait, check it. I never said I ain't know who you is. I just said hardcore nigga. This crazy for a nigga said a nigga that's been, I've been that nigga in every ever you can mention a battle that. How you can ever say a nigga like me not nice? A nigga like you can't beat me on how bullshit. Oh my fucking God. Look here. What you want to talk that shit, Ray? Talk to that nigga, right? Yeah. Talk to that nigga, Ray. You was that nigga in every era, nigga. You whack. Nigga, I'm going era now. Let me tell you something. I kill your spotty face looking ass. There we go.
Oh.
There we go. I took me like a big man now. I'm on every summer marriage. I'm on every big card. Any card. Listen to me. Where you at, nigga? I never said you wasn't no legend, nigga. I never said you wasn't no legend. I always take the top of that. But there's a new stock in town, nigga. You got to go. You got to go. No time is over, bro. Your era is over. Your era is over. I'm here, nigga. Right there. You know what? That's why you know. Nigga, well, me and serve you soon, nigga. Come on to the Lord, come on to the West Coast, nigga. I got one million to be people swing on that dog. I'm on some of that swing on that dog. I'm just saying, my nigga. I started running on every card they got, nigga. Look at that. How about that? The fans don't want to hear no phone argument. They want to be going.
My bad, y'all. I'm back.
Oh, you do. If that's why you do, nigga, well, me and serve you soon, nigga. Come on to the Lord, come on to the West Coast, nigga. I got 1 million to be here, boy. Swing on that dog.
Shout out to my goddess, Aquarius goddess is in the building, y'all. I like that purplish background stuff. How you do that?
Yeah.
Anyway, my bad. Not to interrupt it. Like I said, babe, this is a show where I'm showing my journey, my build from the ground up, you know, putting the walk behind my talk, you know. Because a lot of people that I've connected with, especially within the spiritual world or whatever the case may be, they don't know my journey. They don't know how far I've come, you know, and you know how I got to this point. But anyway, this is at the beginning. This was BodyCount Radio. This is one of my bros that had his own podcast. This was what 9 years ago, right here. And I was just somebody that used to do the background when they needed certain artists on their podcast and shit. I was the guy that was able to make that happen. So really, I was just doing a lot of the background work. I wasn't doing no talking and none of that shit. But just to catch you up where I'm at, babe, I'm showing that.
I'm on some of that. You ain't on that part. I'm just saying, my nigga. I ain't on this part. Nigga, I know every card they got, nigga. I tell you what.
This is what started the T-Rex versus Danny Myers situation, y'all. And when T-Rex, you know, Danny Myers offered to pay T-Rex the $12,000 out of his pockets versus going on a lead and having the lead pay the money. So Danny Myers, you know, put his own foot in his mouth when he said that. He didn't know who he was talking to. So when Rex heard him say that, okay, put the money out there, boom, boom, boom. But the plan was Danny Myers was supposed to have paid my flight ticket as well to the event. Okay, let's keep it moving.
So what you want to do? So I don't move for fun. You find some niggas that's going to take care of this, you going to be killed. I think I do it for free, my nigga. Nigga, I went out for you to do it for free. Nigga, what you fucking, what's your numbers? Let us make it happen, mother. Out of my pocket, nigga.
Peace and love, my brother. Shout out my brother Ant in the building, boxing Ant in the building. Peace to the gods. Big MRMWRW tribe.
You know the fuck I am? Nah, what you talking about, nigga? I done job for my money, nigga. Ask more than done job on my pocket.
If you there, Ant, I'm taking it from the beginning. I'm taking it from the beginning of my journey on up to where I'm at now, brother. You know, so I'm just giving a little history of me, you know, and how I started, how I got into the whole radio shit and all of that, you know. But this is Body Count Radio. You know, this is one of my bros who I was rocking with back then. VP Deezy, this was his platform. And, you know, if you know about the battle rap coach, you know who Danny Myers is, T-Rex. And this is what started the whole T-Rex and Danny Myers situation. Danny Myers was on the platform talking crazy one night. And, you know, I said, all right, I'm going to get my bro on here. Like, he didn't even know that I was on there listening, you know. So I'm in the background. I reach out to Rex, tell Rex the nigga was on there talking crazy and shit. He like, man, fuck it. For you, Jeezy, I come on there and talk my shit. And that's how we got to this.
I'm not no battle rapper, nigga. I'm a street nigga for real. When I street you talk, I'll really do what you said you say you do, nigga. Nigga, you say out here, nigga. Come out to this West Coast right now, nigga. Let me go to a flight right now. No bullshit, nigga. Let me go to a flight right now. Let's do this face to face. You told me some fake street shit. Come on, my nigga. You gonna make it do what you said? Come over here. They ain't doing that. We going. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. I'll see you at Summer Madness. I'll see you at Summer Madness for, bro. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Wow, man. I'm in the building. I'm just saying, you want to battle? This is all I'm saying. If you want to battle, I will pay. Hold on. You trying to tell me about what my pocket is, though, nigga? That's disrespect. You don't know what the fuck I'm working with, nigga. First of all, I'll pay you and whoever the fuck else, nigga. Ask these niggas about me on the street, my nigga. First of all, secondly, I'll be in the building. Come see me get caught in the building. Cut all that aggressive shit the fuck out there. This is battle rap. Calm the clown ass down, nigga. Clown.
Shout out to my brother Rex.
Now you a fucking clown, nigga. I ain't never said no disrespectful. Disrespectful shit about you. You know what I'm saying? All I asked this nigga was how much was the numbers. That's all I asked. Give me a fucking number, nigga. If you don't want to, you say what. But don't put it together, nigga.
One thing they don't know, man, when Rex get the spaz, and that's just what it is. He's in battle rap mode.
Anybody at any time. That's what I was saying. You start talking this extra aggressive shit. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Don't do that. All right.
Peace and love. I ain't even see people pull up. I appreciate y'all.
You willing to battle Dan? Does it matter the platform? You said what? Does it matter the platform? You'll battle him. Hell no. The bad thing of the platform don't make the battles, man. The battles with the platform, man.
Facts.
Okay.
That's something I said.
I never was a hot Diddy nigga my whole career, nigga. I done been to APAC, I done been to Grand Con, I done been everywhere. There was one time. The money was right, I was there. Then I was traveling by myself, 2 chains on, pocket full of money. I'm new. I'm being everywhere I go. I don't need no chains with me. I'm Rex. I don't need nobody.
Let me do it. They're facts.
Let me book you in for a. Say what, Mr. Slut? Say what, Mr. Slut at APAC, and I battled the nigga. Fuck him. That day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me book you and me for APAC for whenever you free. I mean, I'm free after September. I got like I said, I got Shamir, Roman September 19th. I got Charlie for September 28th. I'm saying, give me 6 weeks after that. We can go 6 weeks after the 28th. Okay, now I don't know if you want to discuss numbers on the air, but you can call my phone and we can talk the numbers and put the money together. And reveal me your info. You know my shit always too late. I got you. Let's get on with the show though, because I know you probably got some questions and all that. Put my phone down. Word. So, yo, it's official. Like, we're gonna see Danny Myers versus T-Rex within the next year. You saying that you gonna battle? You gonna battle Danny Myers? You can see. As soon as we get the chance, like I'm saying, as soon as we get the behind the scenes part done, I can say that I don't want to look like I'm lying and saying shit might go down. We're gonna catch a change. It could be anything. But I'm definitely willing to battle the nigga. I'm definitely willing to battle the nigga. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I wouldn't even call them a show if I ain't want to battle you. That's some selfish shit to have an argument with you. Right. Some shit on the
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
But anybody that's familiar with anybody that's familiar and really was, knee deep into the battle rap culture, y'all remember back when this whole situation happened and they were saying that T-Rex supposed to have ran off with $12,000 of Danny Myers. This is where that all started. Danny Myers said that he was willing to pay out of pocket for the battle, because this was back when this was his beginning. He was just trying to get a big battle. You know what I'm saying? And he said he was willing to pay the money. Rex was with it. Boom, boom, boom. But he was supposed to have paid but this is something nobody knows. This is exclusive shit that I'm saying right now. The reasons why Rex dubbed him, because mind you, he didn't do the battle. And I think it was 3 times the shit supposed to went down and Rex dubbed it or whatever. All I can speak on is the first time. And that was because Davis was supposed to have paid my flight ticket as well. That was part of the deal. That was part of Rex even agreeing to battle him. He said, you got to fly Jim Jeezy out too, and that's why the situation went the way that it went, y'all.
Well, I just because you kind of like this guess that I didn't have what you asked for. Like, don't do that. Like, if you don't know me in the streets, don't do that. I'm gonna tell you like this. This all when I'm getting on the street, I just got $5 for a battle. That's all I'm saying. That's why I say you ain't got what I'm asking for. I'm going 4,500 around and shit like that. So I ain't
peace and love, sis.
I don't expect you to come all the way out your pocket to my seat. That's what I said. You know what I mean? It's not the highest. Real quick, if you guys are listening live right now, we got Danny Myers T-Rex, Body Boom on the line with my co-host, Devin Mitchell. We got Steven.
Hold up. Y'all see how Rex just interrupted that whole shit? Like, man, fuck all that. Shout out my man Jeezy. You hear me? Because, like I said, this is back in my beginning, y'all. I wasn't really in the mix. I was just somebody in the background doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a connection with, all the battle rappers. You feel me? I put this together. This whole situation is happening because of me. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't no major name, within the culture. So, even the guys that I'm on the podcast with, they didn't really know me at that time. They was just getting familiar with me. But, my brother had to go ahead and stamp that.
Yo, if y'all want to call in, y'all want to listen to the rest of the show, we about to go into overtime for a little bit. Y'all need to call in right now. 646-200-3462. If you guys want to listen to the rest of the show, you got to call in right now. You can just listen. But, so, this is my question to Rick. You know what I'm saying? So, you say you're about a Danny. Now, do you feel like Danny is equivalent, like it's going to be a good battle?
I ain't got to go deep into all that. I'm just giving some of my history, y'all. It started with BodyCount Radio. Like I said, I was doing the background work. I wasn't using my voice. I wasn't, doing no interviews. That wasn't my lane at all. I was trying to find my lane at this time. Once Rex gave me that stamp, like I said, in the beginning, for those who wasn't here, I broke down that story as well. I even became a part of DotMob. That shit is in my skin. That DOT stand for dying over this shit. You hear me? And I really stood on that, 100%. We're going to get into that as well. So, bang, moving right along. After that situation, I started rocking with my bro, Seven Mitchell, because he had his own podcast as well. He was co-hosting on Deezy shit, the shit we just listened to. But he also had his own podcast. So I started coming over there with him, doing a little background work for him as well. And this is one of the joints that I had set up. Shout out to my brother DotMobRadio, Brooklyn, New York.
Give an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? You know what the government tries to do is give niggas jobs. You feel me? So
that's T7M Radio, y'all can see.
Make it to the battle, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the Peace, bro, and you know what I mean?
And this was 9 years ago.
Like, just to, you know what I mean? Just to even, make it to a battle, you know what I mean? See other niggas do what they do is a blessing. So, you know what I'm saying? For me to touch that stage is a blessing. And, I mean, I just gotta stay motivated and, you know what I mean? And to keep doing what I'm doing, you know what I mean? And so.
And there was a couple of joints, I'm just breezing through right now, y'all. That's my brother Seven Mitchell, T7M Radio. That was an interview I put together with him and Dot. I believe I could put this Najee joint together too, because that was one of my sisters, and Brooklyn Mike Club. Like, these are all my peoples, you know what I'm saying, that I was locked in with, within the battle rap culture. Shout out to them. So moving right along. Bam. Went from Body Count Radio to rocking with my brother Seven Mitchell on T7M Radio. And then I sat back one day and I'm like, man, if I'm able to get all these people, all these battle rappers, I'm talking about whether they was low tier, mid tier, or high tier, it didn't matter. If I reached out, they was reaching back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was making more moves than the niggas that was on the same before me. You know what I'm saying? But that was my role at that time, doing background work. So I'm like, man, if I can do all this and, I can get all these motherfuckers on other people's shit, I can do this on my own, but again, that wasn't my lane, like the whole hosting shit. I was still knee deep in the streets at this time, like literally knee deep in the streets, but bam, like I said, I was still trying to find my way within the mob. I'm like, I ain't gonna be no weird ass nigga just running around saying I'm DotMob, and then you gonna have a bunch of niggas saying, well, what do you do in DotMob? Like, what is your lane? What do you contribute to the mob? So I found my lane. Bam, DotMobRadio. I took and ran with it. Took and ran with it. Did my first show. Let me see. So that's what helped me. That's what got me to create DotMobRadio. You know, I was on other people's shit and I was showing so much love and putting so much background work in for them, which, I love the fact that I was able to do that, and I know they appreciated that as well. But, I say, all right, it's time for me now. It's time for me. And I took off. My first interview was with Snake Eyes. That was my first interview with Snake Eyes on DotMobRadio. Then I did an interview with the brother Gib Gib. He had just came home. I think he did like 20 years. Certified nigga from Harlem. You know, B Stills, another certified nigga from Harlem. My brother Show Off, man. I ran around Brooklyn with this nigga my first time growing up New York City. Shout out to my brother Show Off, man. FT Dub, man. You hear me?
DotMobRadio. Tune in every Tuesday and Thursday for the exclusives. Cause I said so.
And he a certified nigga, you hear me? Shout out to my brother, man. Show Off, man. Because there's a lot of brothers that I met in the battle rap culture that wasn't substantial individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, they rap it, they sound good, but as far as they street credibility, but that brother right there, I can vouch for that. I ran around a whole week in Brooklyn, New York. Bad Style, Marcus Garvey Projects. I was in Biggie Small's studio, well, his old studio, on the block that he lived on, right down the street from his house. All that shit, man. I got some history, man. I promise y'all I do. But I'm gonna just go through a lot of the interviews I did and shit. Bugatti Casino, if y'all know him, he was a part of Hood fame at that time. With Go Yayo, shout out to them brothers down in Texas, Hood fame. Bugatti World, free him because he's locked up now. But that was an exclusive interview for surely. My brother Donnie Boy, another Harlem legend, you know. Shout out to the brother Jojo Capone. Anybody that's really tapped in, y'all know who Jojo Capone is. He was signed with Rich Gang, as y'all can see, which is Baby in them label. He was the muscle. Jojo Capone was the nigga that was getting these rap niggas chains back when they was getting their shit snatched. He's from Chicago. He ain't just know anybody from Chicago. He represent global gangsters. Was that something that they was building across the world with other gangsters? They GDs, but they was connected with the BDs, Crips, Blood, He was on that type of shit. You feel me? And he pulled up to my podcast again. My work. Nobody had to help me do anything. I reached out to these individuals on my own and made that shit happen. But that was a big one for me, for surely, because I already know, where he was at as far as celebrity status and shit. He was definitely somebody that was very much talked about still to this day. He's very much talked about. Shout out to Jojo Capone. He did 2 interviews with me. All right, the next it was my brother J Murder, FT Dub. He represent the same thing my brother Show Off. That's the homie, one of the lokes and shit from up New York City. Shout out to bro. Really, man, I can get into some shit. Shout out to Av. My next interview was at this time he was representing Dot Mob. Then he went on to Cave Gang. Then it was Cave Gang, Dot Mob. If anybody know the history, y'all know. Tay Rock, that was his movement. Cave Gang. Let's see. T-Rex going in on everybody. All right, shout out to Good. Shout out to R Streets. I had an interview with Goods the Animal. I ain't gonna lie, this is my best. This is my number 1 best interview I've had, on DotMobRadio. Shout out to Good. Shout out to Bill Collector. This when Bill Collector first came home. He just came home and hopped right on my podcast and shit and gave me that interview. Shit was lit. Let me see. With K-Shine Lost Footage. All right, that's just me speaking on some shit. All right, this one right here, another exclusive interview with K-Shine. Shout out to K-Shine. Dots the fuck up. And this was around the time where the whole situation kicked off, where they was making it like he was leaving Dot Mob, he was joining NWX. Really, he started his own thing, and it was just a branch off from the mob, basically. But, you know, the culture took and ran with that and made it seem like it was something that it wasn't, and it blew up, you know, and I had to bring bro on the podcast to do an interview just to clear the air on some shit, you know. And like I said, this is only for those who are really familiar with the battle rap culture. But even if you're not, if you watch battle rap, I'm giving y'all some real history right now, you know. But after that whole situation, I said, man, I gotta bring my bro up here.
It's getting kind of hectic. I don't. Doing a regular as usual. We already know. You know, tonight we was going to do we still going to do the top 5 battle rappers of 2015. I thought bro was going to be busy, that's why I ain't throw him on the fly or whatever, but he called up and shit, so I guess we going to jump into that right now and clear the air on some things with the coach been running around here talking about, man. Who called up already?
Shout out to my brother Cooley Cash, Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to my brother Cooley Cash, another DotMob member from down in Chi GD. He was co-hosting with me at this time and shit. And, you know, I have to speak truth within everything that I'm presenting to y'all right now. At this time, him and K-Shine had their little issues. They brothers. Don't get it twisted. Everybody is brothers, you know, but brothers fight, right? They say that. So at this time, K-Shine had an issue with Cooley Cash. And I let Cooley know I was bringing K-Shine on the show. I let K-Shine already knew Cooley was co-hosting. So and K-Shine was already on some like, bro, I'm not rocking with bro, bop, bop, bop. I'm here to do the interview with you. You my brother. And that was that. I let Cooley know this, you know, but of course, Cooley being the big-hearted brother that he is, you know, he's trying to, you know, make things right with his brother, you know, and I understood that totally.
Now, if I ain't mistaken. What up, 347-441.
And these are legends in the battle rap culture, y'all. You know, for those who don't know, man, y'all could go do your own background checks or whatever on these people that I'm presenting to y'all right now on my platform. And y'all will see who they are. You know, these brothers is big names, and not even just in the battle rap culture, in the industry, period. Like, even though I don't entertain none of that shit anymore, I'm just letting y'all know, you know.
What up, Kay? What it is, bro? Yo, it's popping. See what up, man?
Kay is funny as shit, man.
I'm regular, bro. You know, man. Regular, man. Doing what I do, right, you know. Regular shit working, man. That's it. That's good shit. What else, Shine? What up, Shine?
This was an awkward interview. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, what up, Shine?
Like, this definitely was an awkward ass interview because, like I said, man, they already had their little thing that they were going through, you know, and Cooley was really trying to, you know, bring peace within it. You know, I can definitely say that. Cooley was trying to make shit peaceful. Sean wasn't on that, you know. Sean, at that time, that brother was hot-headed, you know, just like me. You know, we were two hot-headed, 0 to 100 type of individuals, yeah. Nigga was on that. And K-Shine one of those type of niggas and shit.
Yeah, bro, you hear me? Yeah, I'm here, bro. Yeah, we hear you, boy. What up, Sean? Y'all hear me? Yo, come on, look at him. Yeah, I hear you.
This shit was crazy.
Nah, so what we talking about today? Now, I mean, motherfuckers been hitting me up about the situation from K-Shine, T-Rex, DotMob, NWX. Motherfuckers that made posts tagging the nigga, talking about this, that, and the other. Like, bro, it is what it is, man. Like, I can't speak on certain shit. That ain't even my place to even speak on. You feel me? So, I mean, I'm open to answer all questions, bro. Like, I mean, basically, there's only one question they've been throwing out there, and that's, is K-Shine still Dot Mob? You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, I'm trying to tell you, I'm one of those, look like, I've been Dot Mob since I was 10 years old, man. I met Rex when I was 9. Since I was 10 years old. I was 10 years old with Dot Mob. Like, it wasn't cool when niggas was trying to clown us, you know? And it wasn't cool to be Dot Mob. I'm one of the original niggas that fought with us. I went through the war with us. Nigga can never take that from me. Can't nobody never tell me I ain't. I said in a battle, I said versus A-Bird, when NWA started, fuck Murder Moon, fuck T-Rex, stop it, never. Just because you don't see me with my bros, that don't mean we don't rock together. I made NWX, but I'm going to be a Dot forever. And anytime you see these three beams and see these dots together, if that don't clear the air, if that still makes shit a question, then that ain't on my behalf. Niggas know where I stand at. Or the sucker new niggas that's coming around and doing funny shit. If niggas take either that, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
That's the only part I'm sure on that, you know, by him saying and validating that it wasn't no splits with the mob or none of that. You know, shout out to my brother K-Shine, man. Like I said, y'all can go tap in and do y'all own homework if y'all familiar with the battle rapper, the battle rap culture. I'm 100% sure y'all know who these individuals are. Shout out to my brother Bully Danny. He's another battle rapper that was up and coming that I was putting some background work in for. He's from Maryland as well. You know, Stewie Newton. Shout out to Stewie Newton from the West Coast. Another hot name and shit. At this time, mind y'all, these brothers didn't have no big names. You know what I'm saying? I was bringing them on my platform because I already seen the star within them. I already knew where they were gonna go with the battle rap shit. So, you know, I was bringing them on my platform, giving them that shine that they deserved. You know, it wasn't about no money with me or none of that shit, y'all. I promise you, I did not make $1 off of DotMobRadio. And y'all would have think I was rich, you know, from all the work that I've been putting in with this shit. Young Cannon, Con Cake Life, shout out to Cake Life, Dre Vicious, MBD, they was from the West Coast. Shout out to Dre Vicious. That's they great tree homies. Like I ain't gonna get into that, but yeah, man, alright. My history was different. Shout out to the real homies. I did another joint. This was show off joint .mob. Mind y'all, that first video I showed y'all when everybody was shouting me out, all of those people, besides the ones that was already battle rappers, I brought them into .mob. You know what I'm saying? Charisma, Done Deal, Smoke Black, and you know I had created my own little group too. You know that was like a branch off from DotMob. This is before I brought them into the mob. I just wanted to show you know that they was you know worth being a part of the team. So I created something outside of the mob just to show Rex, show Mook, like, all right, man, these motherfuckers, they willing to grind, blah, blah, blah. We came up with EBK, which was Everybody Killers. I was the manager of that. Well, they gave me that title. I didn't want it. They gave it to me. Cool. Now I'm doing that. I got 7 people, 7 battle rap artists that's, you know, grinding. You feel me? That I'm making moves with. I'm getting them on cards, getting them in battles, all of that shit. You know, I never was with them. Only person I linked up with in the physical was Swift Millie. Shout out to my brother Swift Millie, New York City, DotMob shit. You know, I went out, bro. I went to his house, stayed out there for like a week, man. We all types of shit. But anyway, and that was the only one that I actually got to meet in the physical. Him and Smoke Black, but Smoke Black, that's family to my family, whatever. But yeah, so I had 7 artists that I was managing. EBK, they was like a branch off for the DotMob. Then most of them became DotMob. But Show Off, which was a well-named known within the battle rap culture, you know, I brought him over to the mob. I don't like the fact that I used to hate the fact that they used to say my goddamn government name and shit, man. You're the second one out of all the videos I've been watching that actually said my damn government name and shit, but it's all love. Shout out to my brother Show Off, man.
Nigga reached out like, yo, listen, that's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I was kicking it with my nigga anyway. He been, you know what I'm saying, like, so you need to stop fucking around, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, you really trying these niggas, saying, you know what I'm saying? Just going back behind you, saying the third. Nigga hit me, he was like, yo, son, this nigga Rex, you know what I'm saying? I said, yo, reach out to him, gave me the number. I'm like, yo, son, nigga, you fire, nigga. You know that close to saying, hold on, come in.
Hey guys, another DotMob member. Somebody that I helped join the mob. That's another one of my brothers, you know, that I made those moves for, even though he already had a little connection with niggas, but it wasn't at that status. You know, I had to come in and do the background work or whatever. But shout out to Snake Eyes, man.
Keep going, I know you know the thing, but I need to fucking work on that fast. I'm saying, bro, all look at that shit. Yeah, son. Nigga hit me up, he was like, yo, look, bro. This, that, and the third, we're gonna get this, that, and the third worked out. I'm saying, anything gonna be good, you know what I'm saying? So, we just gonna see how shit play out, you feel me? You know, anybody who know me know I don't do things for no reason. You feel what I'm saying at all? You know? Anybody who know me know. Fuck if you don't like what I did, nigga. Whisper.
Yeah, that at that time, well, still to this day, man, DotMob was like the most hated, you know, because we was the biggest in the battle rap culture. Anybody that was stepping on the scene, they wanted to battle somebody from DotMob. If it wasn't T-Rex, they want to go at the move. It depends on what level they was on. You know, they'll go after some of the smaller names and shit. But, you know, all right. Then I had Show Off and Deezy on together. Shout out to Real Deal, another member of the mob. You know, our official name in the battle rap culture. Did an interview with Bro. Geechee Gotti, well-known name, you know, from the West Coast, one of the homies. Shout out to Bro. I believe this is the first interview this was his first interview on the East Coast. Shout out to Geechee Gotti, man. And I was bringing him over to the mob as well. We was doing some behind the doors conversation. We had a couple of behind the doors conversation and shit. But yeah, all right. So this was when they were saying Daylight joined the Goonies, which was him trolling, but he came on and spoke about that. Um, Daylight. This was one of my favorite songs by him. I posted. I did a second interview with Real Deal, MDB Black Diamond from the West Coast. She fire. This we had Tay Rock on when he was about to battle Hollow the Dawn. You know, shout out to Cave Gang, shout out to Rock. You know, like, I'm way past a lot of shit, and anybody that know me know. You know, that situation was, was what it was. You know, and it still is, but it's just like my hand's not in it anymore. You know what I'm saying? But like I was telling my brother yesterday, you know, and I'm gonna say this on air as well in case anybody tune in, you know, I am as a man willing to have that man to man conversation. You know, I'm willing to have that sit down. You know, and for me to say that and mean that, that's powerful, based off of everything that occurred within that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. But you know, if there was some growth done within you, my brother, and I'm talking directly to Rock right now. If there was some work done for the growth, you know, on some man shit, you know, through the years, holler at me, brother. You know, we can have that one-on-one, that sit down, that man-to-man, whatever the case may be. Even if a motherfucker gonna put the gloves on and throw the hands, you know, I'm with all of that. You know, I'm not initiating that, but you know, if that's what it has to be, let's do that. You know, but the man-to-man conversation, I'm willing to have that with you, my brother. You know, fuck everybody else. Not saying fuck them as fuck them, but as far as that situation, this is a me and you thing. You know, because it was always me and you from the jump. You know, other people got involved based off of who was choosing to take sides or whatever the case may be. Scratch all that, you know. This was me and you, brother. You know. But I'm willing to have that conversation. Love is love. Shout out to the Cave Gang. Shout out to Rock. Um, all right, I did a joint with Norbs. If y'all know who Norbs is, that was the nigga that was doing all the work for Smack. You know, all the battlers, setting up all the cards and shit. I got him on. Fox and Bucks, they K Gang. These is Tay Rock right hand mains. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because at this time, you know, I didn't have no relationship with Tay Rock. You feel me? And like I said, I'm gonna give y'all some history, some stories behind a lot of the shit as I go on. Um, so you know, I'm Dot Mob. At this time, Tay Rock was Dot Mob, and you know, I'm from Baltimore, and you know, he was representing Baltimore in the culture. So you know, it was a lot of fans and you know, battle rappers and all of that keep coming to me like, bro, like, what's going on? You Dot Mob, Tay Rock Dot Mob. Why we don't never see y'all niggas together? Y'all from the same city, blah blah blah. At this time, I wasn't never putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on that at all. You feel me? Like, and that was off the respect that I had for Rex. So I never was throwing any of that shit out there. Like, man, bro ain't from here, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. I would never say nothing. I would just brush it off and let it be what it was. From the respect that I had for Rex. And he fucked it with the nigga. You know? But like I said, at this time I didn't have no relationship with him. You know, not no conversation, no inbox conversation, no nothing. But I fuck with his bros. I actually been to Fox house twice. You know, I pulled up to this nigga house. Like, he know how I get down and all that. How I was moving, big pistols on me, all that shit. Brought some dot ball niggas to his house and all that shit. You feel me? Like this. These brothers can vouch for everything that I'm saying right now, y'all. I'm not just talking just to be talking. You know? Shout out to Fox, shout out to Bucks. You know, I did an interview with them. The brother NYC Bucks from I think he was from Jersey. I don't know why his name was NYC. He was from Jersey and shit. And peace and love, my brother. I appreciate y'all pulling back up, man, whoever down there. I'm just still giving a little bit of history, y'all, and a background, some stories behind the shit as well. But yeah, so I did the joint with Fox and Bucks. Then I did the joint with NYCE Buck. I believe he was from Jersey. That's the joints I did with Daylight and T-Rex. This was a live footage with Daylight that my bro damn, what's my bro name, man? Fuck, he official original DotMob member too. He came on and was co-hosting with me for a minute, but he would be at a lot of the events. So you know, we had put something together where it's like, all right, boom. Since you be at the events, I was still in the streets, y'all. Mind y'all, I really was still in the streets while I'm doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm piggybacking back and forth with that and this. You know, so coming to the events and doing all that, I wasn't with none of that shit. You know. But bro came on, he like, bro, cool. I just get the footage from the events and we can drop them on the page. And yeah, that was that. So that's what he was doing. This another one, DotMob Bullies. Shout out to my brother Brock, Docs the fuck up. That's another one of my brothers that I done went out there and kicked it at his home with his family and all that shit. I did a joint with Smoke Black. That's my brother. He's from B-More. This was Rex, Chess, and Daylight. The homie Active, Grape Street, Watts, Jordan Down Projects, you know the vibes. You know, locked in with bro. Like I said, man, y'all don't even know. Another joint live with Daylight and Flames. That was my brother name. Shout out to Flames, man. Dots the fuck up. Um, this was the joint I did with Dan Bars. Dots the fuck up. Harlem shit. You know, he's an official nigga. I'm talking about fuck the battle rap shit. You know, on the streets, official nigga. You know. Uh, this is another joint I did with Brock and Nemo. Shout out to my brother Nemo. That's one of the lokes as well. Dot Mob, official member. I did one with your boy Clips, Bonnie Godiva, and Chrissy Yamaguchi. That's the sis. Dots the fuck up. Love is love. Been up New York. man, ran through the city, man, partying. Shout out to Gwitty. That's another homie and shit, New York City. I just seen him on the live with my brother Punchline yesterday, well, 2 days ago and shit. This was the second interview I did with JoJo Capone. Let me listen to some of that, man. Cause these some official individuals, y'all. These ain't no regulars.
Alongside me, you got my co-masters, my brothers, my nigga Done Deal, my nigga Zaire, Show Off, and the lovely Miss Chrissy Yamaguchi. You dig me? I'm waiting for everybody.
Man, I done had so many different people co-hosting with me, y'all.
We got the big homie JoJo Capone representing that global gang movement, rich gang movement, calling up once again. And I definitely appreciate it, man, because niggas at that status, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got to do shit like this, you feel me? So there's definitely love, man. But I'm waiting for the co-monsters to get on the line, wait for the guests to call up. We're going to get this shit rocking. Stop, boy. You already know, man. Dots over everything, man. You dig me? Stop the world. Gucci with you, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready for you. I'm ready. We got this good host, this good guest coming on. JoJo Capone. Shout out to Cash Money. Shout out to Cam. You know what I mean? We got some questions.
Oh man, listen. Now that cause he gonna speak on this too. I don't know if it was on this interview or the first one. You know, JoJo Capone, like I said, he's a substantial nigga in the streets, the culture, battle rap. You know, he that guy. So when niggas used to get their chain snatched and shit like that, he was that nigga that you would have to call up. You know, that possibly can get your shit back for you. You know, and so it was a situation with Jim Jones, Cameron, and the brother True Life. Shout out to True Life. If anybody from New York City, y'all know who True Life is. You know, they had a real live, you know, serious beef with Dipset, you know, and them brothers was on time, and I ain't gonna hold you. So I guess somehow, some way, Cameron or Jim Jones, one of their chains got snatched, and you know they had to reach out to the brother JoJo Capone.
We want to know what's going on today. So, you know what I mean? So let's get the two links out. Everybody can hear what the fuck we got to talk about. That's a fact. JoJo Capone, man. And like you said, a lot of people, you know, when they get these opportunities to reach their people, regardless of what platform it is, you know, podcasts, you know, call-in stations, and just, you know, whatever it takes to reach the people, man, you got to do it. So all that old Hollywood shit, I ain't with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I respect that.
I definitely appreciate it, bro. Like, straight up, I was telling my bro the other day, like, my nigga, I ain't know if it was a JoJo Capone fake page or not that hit me neck and shit. So once you got on the phone, I heard the voice, I said, all right, that's really bro and shit. But yeah, that's real shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's on different level as far as with me and shit, because I respect you in a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? Like on some G shit. Like I be following the movement, so I know what's going on out here, bro. So it's definitely love, man. Appreciate it. Likewise. Word. What's been going on, brother, since the last time we spoke, man? Well, shit, I just dropped my Talented Gangster project. You know, so I just shot like 5 videos. It's an EP. So I let, you know, Jay-Z took over the weekend before with the 444. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna drop my Talented Gangster, you know what I'm saying? So I dropped the Talented Gangster after. Shot like 5 videos off of it so far. So I put out a Need to Win video as the first single. So they can go on the YouTube channel, Act Like an ENT. Subscribe to the channel and check out the videos. Actually, you know what I'm saying? And then the other ones will follow. Other than that, they can go to iTunes, Tidal.
I ain't gonna let it all play. I just wanted y'all to hear a little bit of what was going on. Shout out to JoJo Capone, man. You hear me? A legend in the game. I had Coffee Black, Coffee Brown. She's another female battle rapper from the West Coast. Like I said, at this time they wasn't well names. Now they're well-known names within the culture. Shout out to her. Paparazzi Poe. If y'all don't know who Paparazzi Poe is, that's Al Poe from the movie Paid in Full. This is his son. He came on and blessed my platform as well.
Going in and out. Don't worry about that. We're gonna make it work. We're definitely gonna make this work. We're gonna get straight in. All right, man. Yo, Paul. Let the fans know, everybody who's listening. You were born and raised in Harlem, correct? Yeah, I was born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. Okay, cool. I'm in the Bronx. Harlem, born, Bronx, raised. Copy. I've been on 230. I was on 233 and White Plains Road, Gunther. Now I'm on West 176 and University. All the copies of that. Okay. Yeah, I was on 169 on Webster Avenue. Copy. All right, so let me ask you a question. Everybody knows, what you do as far as music. A lot of people don't know, but for those who don't know, you are the son of one of the illest ones to do it in Harlem. Out front, right? Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's my father. Out front, my pops and shit.
Long live Al Poe.
Okay, so now
From the movie Paid in Full, if y'all not familiar with who that is. If y'all gangsters out here, man, y'all had to watch that movie. But shout out to Al Poe, man. Paparazzi Poe for coming on and blessing my platform. My brother Mars Money, man. This brother here, man, I wish I could run into him now or I could get in contact with him now. I might just try to find him on Instagram or something. That brother was very fucking talented. Like his music, like I had all his shit in my phone and everything. Shout out to Mars Money, man. This was the first joint I did with Swift Millie. Like I said, I brought him over to DotMob. Shout out to my brother Swift Millie. He's doing major moves now, making major moves now. But he started from the bottom. You hear me? Like his first battle, once I brought him onto the team, his first battle was over the phone. We were doing phone battles, But shout out to Swift Millie, EBK DotMob shit. Shout out to my brother Gooby the Baby. You hear me? EBK DotMob shit. Another battle rapper from the West Coast that's making major moves right now. That was, a part of my movement. This is my favorite song by bro.
Yeah. They said they want that old Gooby the Baby, huh? Well, I'm back. Fresh out my grave, nigga. EBK high standards, man. I'm trying to be on that spiritual. Catch the bodies of another ass, catch another body. Where it is, everybody saying they'll catch a body. Play hide and seek with that freestyle, catch everybody. Got birthdays that's around the shots, that's for everybody.
I did all these photos too, y'all. Shout out to my brother Gooby the Baby, man. West Coast shit, you hear me? But like those pictures, all the editing to this shit, the intro and everything, I done all this myself, y'all. That's why I named this from the ground up. The walk within my talk. Like I talk this way for a reason. Like a lot of people don't know my history, don't know all the work that I put in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving it to y'all right now, live and direct. This is the joint I did with Big Cannon. Shout out to Chicago. Another legend within the battle rap culture. He had joined DotMob. Blessed the platform. Joint I did for Rex's birthday. Shout out to my brother Taye, B More, Down the Hill, Dirty Boy shit. That's my little bro. Free him. I don't want to get into a lot of shit, but he was representing the mob too. Shout out to my brother Pop shit. No Fear Gang. You hear me? I was his what name would I would have picked for that? I was the person that used to record all his videos. I can't think of the position of that person right now, but I was that guy. You know, I used to record all his shit for him, bro. Very talented.
I ain't never give a fuck about a bitch. All I ever knew was how to get it out of bitch. Used to lawyers shit so like Aaron Brock a bitch. Cross me, that's on the set, I kick you out the whip. She wrote me a watch, but I ain't got the ass. For the job that she got to watch, she spent that ass. I just landed in that pussy like a helipad. On the phone with a friend like, girl, I hate the brag.
Bitch, this the best thing I ever had. Friend, so I let her brag. Every other man.
I ain't clapped that serious. Her story's about to banana.
I'm really curious.
Bitch, got my fucker for free. She just
Period.
think it's worth more than your pussy, so I ain't hearing it.
Period.
Fuck y'all boys, you ever hear? Probably ain't arrogant as fuck. And there's no fear around this period. I don't play with bitches, period. You was stuck in that bitch and fuck you on the period. She fucking with you cause she got bills in your clear.
It's my pussy, it's some niggas is hearing it.
She fucking with me cause I'm a lot of hoes. We a team, so we finesse shit
Shorty. We was in New York dragging at that time, man. Shout out to my brother Pop shit, man. I promise y'all, my journey was a journey for real. And I love every fucking moment of it, man. I really enjoy life out here. And I still am. Just on a different level. All right, this is the brother Trigger, another official nigga from Harlem. You hear me? I'm talking about official nigga from Harlem. He had just came home. My brother Pop shit introduced him to me, and we was locked in ever since. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trigger, man. Let me see.
No, we always ripped up. Huh? Always. Huh? Man, I'm riding around with that blow. Got my hoodie on and I'm low. 2 trucks in front, 2 trucks in back, and then all the niggas they go. Said no real niggas they know. Yeah, no real bitches they know. See them pussy niggas they want me dead, but the real niggas say bro.
Shout out to my brother Trigger, man. He had did some shit with Jim Jones. He got some shit in the work with a couple of well-known artists. I believe Dave East. You know, niggas making moves out here, man. You know, this some of my shit when I was, you know, just starting playing around with the music. Like I said, I ain't no rapper, but I was playing around.
Oh, boy. I woke
Mind
up
y'all, that's back when I was,
life,
you know.
Dirty Boys for life, man. Real G-Mo nigga, real DTH nigga. You heard me. Ladies, what up, huh? I woke up like this, though. Huh?
As y'all can see, I've been saying those words.
I'm not a rapper, let's not forget that. Let me talk my shit, though.
You don't want nobody else. Put it on me, like I'm the one who wanted this. Since day one, I told you I ain't with relationships. I should have known the first time I let you get this dick. You said I never, ever, ever fell in love with this. Wait, bitch. Love, don't get me wrong, I know this dick is good. But the thoughts are in your head, you must get understood. Good dick change lives, baby, no cat. That's like the D up in your hole and get your soul snatched. So far gone, you need a roadmap. Not even Jesus himself could get your soul back. I was going in, man. But yeah, there are a couple of joints I did, man. Shout out to my brother Clean Paper. This one I had jumped back on the scene and shit after years of me not doing any interviews or none of that. As far as on DotMobRadio, one day I said, you know what, let me give it a try again. And my brother Clean Paper was the first one that pulled up and showed me some love. Shout out to Clean Paper and shout out to Birth of the QPs. You know, shout out to Detroit. You hear me? This was the when they did the Yo Gotti challenge. If y'all remember that, they did the Yo Gotti challenge and shit. And I had did one of those. I said I'm just giving y'all my history, y'all, from the ground up. The walk within my talk. I'm showing it. I'm living in a show me state. You know, motherfuckers talk all day. Street shit, what don't speak about. Boss rules, bring the heaters out. Chess rules, get your mind right. Step to step when it's on side. 10 toes I'ma stand on. 10 bands, get your mans on. 10 ways that can flip that. 10 days, get your bricks back. I should have really dropped this. I ain't send it to Gotti or none of that. I ain't really try to join the challenge. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. They ain't kicked me out, did they, y'all? My apologies, y'all. I am not one of them. Bitch, I am one of those. Y'all niggas be talking y'all like that. Get out of your fucking toe. Fuck out of whatever I live in. You a gangster from the neck up. You a sucker from the neck down. One shot to kick the neck off. Hit the bar and get my next round. Better sit down, so I had to pick you up. My act is the fact. Put that on my back, nigga. I know for some vicious stuff. I don't live that life in there, bro. Alright. But yeah, man, that was my history with DotMobRadio. I mean, it's a lot more that I ain't show. It's a lot that I haven't spoken about and things like that. But you know, I'm just basically giving my grind far as the movements that I was pushing on my own. You know, so a lot has transpired after these situations. You know, situations became street situations. And me being somebody that's really from the streets, when it gets to that level, it's no more internet shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that whole internet life stopped for me personally after, you know, certain shit went down. And that was that. But shout out to all my brothers in the mall, man. The whole dot ball. Shout out to my brother Bad Uno. Shout out to T-Rex. Shout out to Murder Mook. Shout out to Pop Shit. My brother Uggs. My brother Nemo. Shout out Cooley Cash. Shit. I don't want to forget any names. Shayna Ashley. Star Smiles. Chrissy Yamaguchi. Shout out to my brother Show Off. Shout out to Swift Millie. Shout out to Smoke Black. Shit, man. I don't want to forget no damn names, but I'm forgettable when it comes to names, man. Shout out to the whole mob. Y'all know who y'all are. All my brothers that show love and still show love to this day. Shout out to my brother Punchline. Let me not forget that. Shout out to my brother Punchline. You hear me? I got to give a real big shout out to my bro, you know, because that's one of the brothers that, you know, kept things A1 with me since day one. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that before anybody get any ideas. I'm not saying that everybody else didn't, but I'm saying with that brother, we kept contact no matter what was going on. You know, I'm gonna just say that. No matter what was transpiring, what was going on, we kept contact. And that's my brother, and I love him wholeheartedly. Dot love, dot loyalty. You know the vibes. Same with my brother Bad Uno, Nemo. Like, man, I got so many stories, man. Like when them brothers came to be more, they come tap in with Jeezy. You know, when we was really out there and pushing this whole dot mob shit and, you know, we moving around in the streets and all that. When they come to Baltimore, anybody from dot mob that came to Baltimore, they linked with me. They was running around the city with me. I took them from East Baltimore, West Baltimore, different hoods, all of that shit with me. You hear me? And these brothers can vouch for that. I ain't just talking just to be talking, you know? And I ain't no super duper tough ass nigga, none of that shit, you know? But I am who I am. You know, I wasn't nobody that played games. You know, I'm with the shits all around the board, all of that. whatever y'all want to do, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? But I was all about the love, though. You know, I was all with spreading love, you know, partying and having fun and enjoying life with motherfuckers. You know, it was times that I done ran across niggas that I had beef with in the streets and might have seen them at a bar or a club and shit. And we in that bitch laughing about this shit, you know, taking drinks and shit, you know. That's the type of shit I be on. And I'm still with that. I'm still with having sit downs at the round table with other men so we can, you know, sort out our differences or whatever the case may be. Nobody has to be friends or none of that. You know, I'm not looking to be nobody's friend, you know, but pushing shit under the, you know, however you want to put it and shit, you know, we can do that. We can definitely do that. And that's with whoever. You know, whoever ever had any type of issue with BigChief. Well, I'm going to say Jim Jeezy, DotMobRadio, because, you know, that was my name at that time. But anybody that felt as though it was anything that separated us or anything that I've done that you may have felt some type of way about and we never got to sit and speak about it, let's talk about it, you know? Because at the end of the day, that brotherly love shit was shown by me heavily, you know, and it ain't no denying that. Let me see what else I got, man, before we leave my dot mob shit. But I had a my history with the mob, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. That shit was love. That shit was love, man. That shit was love. Where the one joint at, man? When I was telling y'all, motherfuckers was talking crazy when I first became a part of the mob, and they were speaking as if, you know, I wasn't a part of that. So my brother had did a clip and he dropped it on the page, but I can't find the shit. My bad, y'all. Whoever pulled up, whoever back, man, shout out in the comments so I can know you there, man. Love is love. I'm chopping it. I'm just finishing the whole dot mob history and shit, as far as in the battle rap culture. I was trying to find this one video that T-Rex dropped. He was shouting motherfuckers out. Let me see. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna move on to where I was going next. Man, K-Shine had some fire ass music too, man. Oh man, y'all don't want me getting into the music with these niggas and shit. Matter of fact, let me. I got to. This was T-Rex, Murder Mook, and Ron Brown. Shout out to the mob, man, because I could be all day with this shit. I got so much music, so much unseen footage and shit, you know. I got a lot when it comes to that history with the bros, man. I want to see if I can find that video real quick before I move on and shit. Shout out to my brother Kev, RBE too. He was another one showed mad love. Did I show Snake Eye and shit?
Yo, real quick, man. Tuesday Thursday, niggas know what the fuck we should be tuned into, man. DotMobRadio, man, talking all the hottest shit, your hottest topics. Get it all, man. So with the whole family, G's, Charisma, Cooley, I see y'all niggas. Snake Eyes, nigga, Mob.
Word. Shout out to my brother Snake, man. Damn, bro, I cannot find that damn video. These were the older joints, man. Shout out to True Gang, man. My brother Obi-Wan, man. Flea, you hear me? Bad Uno. Oh, man, this is a throwback right here. Wow. Like I said, remember y'all, I said I started with the brother Deezy on BodyCount Radio, which was Seven Mitchell was co-hosting with him or whatever, and that's how I started rocking with bro. Come to find out he from my city, and we straight locked in, and we was linking up personally and doing our little thing, and this is something that we had put together on his shit, but I said I wanted it on my platform as well, so.
So it's going down July 25th, Dynasty Day in New York City. Smack you up, possession of destiny. Got a 6-bedroom car, crazy. They did this under the radar. I think we got T-Top versus Phil, Prep versus Phillip. We also got NWX versus Chester Stage. That's gonna be crazy. Also, we got K-Rock versus Grizz. Dot versus Bill Collector.
That was fire.
Finally going down. Speculation and talk for 12 steps. It's all over. So we're going to get into these positions real quick and not waste of time.
Shout out to my brother Seven Mitchell, man. But that was just a little bit of my history with the mob and shit, and how I started doing podcasting and radio and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I created a lane for myself, and I took and ran with it, and that shit grew. It definitely grew. And I put a lot of work in. I appreciate everyone, from the battle rappers to those who are just a part of the culture. Anybody that, done shit for the love for me and all of that by coming on my podcast, because there definitely was some people that really done that shit for the love that didn't have to. Like, a lot of these people were getting checks to come on people platforms. I put that on everything I love. A lot of everybody that I just showed y'all, they were getting paid to come on people platforms and speak. They did all that shit for me for the love. Just me being a genuine nigga and wasn't nothing fake or phony about me, you know. So shout out to everyone, that locked in with me along my journey within the battle rap culture, man. Definitely shout out to them all, my brothers. Like I said, I'm gonna reach out to a couple of them, probably tonight or tomorrow sometime this weekend or whatever, because, I just need to holler at my brothers, man. Love is love. All right, so at the DotMobRadio, I went on and started my own shit, which is What to Talk About Radio. Because at that time, I was still playing around with the music, and I was building on Instagram, and I was locking in with a lot of up and coming artists, you know what I'm saying, that really didn't have no platforms where they can, put their talents out there. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get this shit going, and I'm like, man, a lot of niggas be talking, but what's the talk about? Like, what is that talk about? Is there any walk behind that talk? Basically, that's where I was going with it. That was the angle. What to talk about radio? I hear you, but what it is, So yeah, I came with What to Talk About Radio. No co-host and none of that. Mind you, everything I did was from the ground up. I didn't have no teams or none of that shit. Everything was on my own. With DotMobRadio, I brought a couple of different people in to co-host, but that was just me testing motherfuckers out to see if they were able to play that position. You know what I'm saying? And some did, and then kind of eased off into other things, and basically everybody wasn't as serious as I was with it, and they know this. It ain't nothing that I'm saying behind their backs and none of that. I done said this to them. They wasn't as serious as I was. They didn't take the show as serious as I did, because at the end of the day, it was my platform. I built it from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take it more serious than, others. So that's all that was, man. But shout out to all my bros and the sisters. Shout out to Charisma. Shout out to Done Deal. Shout out to Cooley Cash. Shout out to Dang, what's my bro name, bro? I say, man. Fuck, man. He shoot the videos and all of that, man. He done shot some of the battles and shit like that, you know, with the cameraman for some of the battles and shit. Zaire. Is it Zaire? Yeah, I think his name's Zaire. If I said your name wrong, bro, if you watch this years from now, man, my apologies. I love you, brother. You know. But yeah, man, my history with the battle rap culture. So yeah, after that it was with the Talk About Radio, you know. And at this time, you know, this was the beginning of my spiritual awakening, you know. So I'm kind of like piggybacking back and forth. You know, I can't even really say I was doing that because I didn't. I didn't go back into the streets, but, you know, I was entertaining certain shit when it comes to the internet, you know. So I came with the Talk About Radio, y'all. And this is my history of that. Let me see. Oh, yeah, when I first started it, I was just dropping my own content. Mind y'all, everything is I am the content. I am the content. Okay, y'all? That's why everything you see me. It ain't I ain't putting no celebrities' names in the captions or none of that to try to get views. I went with none of that. Everything that I presented out here is me, my content.
I'm a different kind.
I step in that different shine. My presence is bitches blind. The words on my mouth at that pussy mind. Heat up in a different way. I climb the number for that pistol play. You can wake up on a different day. Better talk to me nice or become my prey. I don't speak much, but I do a lot. One just fall and get you a shot. One fuck up but your boo a bob. And my words are not meant to pursue a thought. Fuck a whippy with attention. For somebody come up missing. Salute the real and pay attention. Cause the 40s come with the extension. Yeah. Fuck, I'm gonna get your whole family wet. Don't mention my name unless you got a check. I am sick, homie. I run the set. I was a big homie at that time anyway, you know. Let me see what else I had on here. Like I said, every time I started a podcast or radio show, I'm dropping my own content. Before I got into the interviews and all of that. Yeah. Running down with the wolves, killers on those. Don't talk much, but I'm down for the show. Cool, calm nigga, keep my thoughts in the low. Living life fast, but the money coming slow. Shit too real, heart's too cold. That nigga ran, that nigga told. Real nigga this, real nigga that. When shit go down with a real nigga's at. 10 toes down, that's on me. Got a problem with them, got a problem with me. See where you at, I pull it with your B. I walk what I talk, and I pick that on C. Say it with your chest, talk like a man. I'ma stand on mine to a Lieutenant Dan. You a drunk fan, stop with the hate. I'ma put a whole lot of shots in your face. Take me to jail, throw away the key. When I come home, it will still be me. Throwing up C's, popping them E. Telling them bitches still 50 for the D. I can't change, why do that? If you look up on me, I'ma still be strapped. Yeah, I can't believe I even really remember that shit. What was this one?
Yo, Facebook fans, Twitter fans, IG fans, battle rap culture. This is what the Talk About Radio. And I'm your motherfucking host, Deezy, DotMobRadio. Alongside me, you got my co-host, my co-defendant, my brother S. Dot is in the motherfucking building. Like Stolen.
Damn, I ain't seen bro in a minute too. That was my brother.
Man, we gonna get this shit cracking. Yeah. You know, like I said before, man. Like I said on the show, it's like she be talking.
He be talking. But what the fuck are they talking about though? I'm moving right along, y'all, for anybody who just pulled up. You know, I gave the history of, you know, DotMobRadio and my come up with that in the battle rap culture. Now I'm on to my own platform with the Talk About Radio.
I'm getting all everything. Yeah.
Let me see. Oh man, I remember this joint with my brother Drippy. Swift Millie was on here too. Shout out to my brother Drippy, man, Bronx, New York. Shout out to Swift Millie, DotMob shit. Look at this nigga. As soon as he hop on the screen, he got a big ass motherfucking. Got modern warfare guns and shit. Shout out to my bro Drippy. I'm gonna send this to him too, man. He gonna laugh at this. Cause these brothers is on a whole nother level now, man. But this is back where niggas was still entertaining certain shit. Shout out to my brother Swift Millie. I think this is something I did on my own. Oh yeah, he made Deezy at one point in time.
What they talking about? What they talking about?
There's a reaction from every action. If there's no action behind those actions, niggas chatting, call me when it's happening. I be in that picture cool, playing man, and fuck you talking about? I'm the one they talk about. I am way too cool to be chasing clout. That's a holy fad, put that on my soul and back. I will snatch your soul from the hole and back. That's a kill switch, fuck the ones you chill with. Y'all can all hold hands, they don't feel this. God will welcome them, pull a little up for them. Had they whole hood screen, sing a shout for them. Pass that liquor out, I'm a whole different kind. You can control with flow through. I just did that joke yesterday, but that's, like I said, man. I got a mean history, y'all. Shit, damn, I had brought Cooley back on here. Shout out to my brother Cooley Cass. I just mentioned him, DotMob shit. I didn't even know. I don't even remember that I brought bro on What to Talk About Radio. I'm with the Damon. Here we go. Let me in my cup. I'm about to act a fool. Hey. I'm about to act a fool. Shout out to the cuz, man, from up New York, man. There you go. Damn, man, what was his bro name? Yeah, get it done. I just brought another kid. Brooklyn. All these bitches want to fuck.
What up? You live and direct, man.
I don't know what I did on this, man, but it say Cooley Cash, so I guess I brought bro up on here.
Y'all lucky I ain't got that music going. I'm mad that you didn't sing that music, bro.
Shout out to my brother Cooley Cash, man. Chicago shit, DotMob shit. I call him super producer Cooley. His brother very talented with the music, man. Like I said, everybody I was locking in with. When it comes to that music, very talented brothers. Shout out to my brother S. Dot, man. I'm gonna have to go look for bro, man. He definitely came on to show love and was co-hosting with me on the show. This shit, I don't even remember. Oh. Do y'all remember when I said that? I spoke about this recently. I was like, man, I did a live on Instagram and I cried to show niggas ain't nothing wrong with crying. And I'm a whole gangster and you feel me? Here it is. The truth. This was 3 years ago.
I'm trying to show you niggas that this is not wrong. It's cool to express your fucking feelings. You gotta let it go sometimes. Why do I woke up like this? You all say for it. Y'all think I say that for no reason? However, I wake up, that's what y'all gonna get.
I'm going to direct this directly towards those who be looking at my energy differently. You know, the energy that I be giving off now, right? And motherfuckers be thinking I'm mad and I'm angry or I feel some type of way about something. This was 3 years ago, and I was giving it way before this, even on DotMobRadio. That was what? 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. 14 years ago. 14 years ago, you know, and motherfucker can look back. This old footage, y'all still seeing the same energy. Like, I've been who I am. I ain't sugarcoating shit, man. And there's people that can vouch for it, you know. Shout out to my brother Young Static, man. Shout out to who is that? Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Dre. Man, I got a lot of history here, man. And if some of these people was to really tap in and watch some of this shit, they'd be like, bro. My brother Todd, man, New Jersey. Him and my brother dang, I just mentioned his name, Hustle. Yeah, this when we was on a joint. I'm gonna have to show another joint too. Shout out to my brother Nemo. I forgot he came on with the Talk About Radio. Damn, bro. Mad love, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I had a nice little journey, man. If y'all choose to, y'all can definitely go tap in on some of these interviews, some of these builds that I was doing. As y'all can see, you know, I've been had the certain segments for my shows. You see, making it make sense up there. I've been doing OG talk. I've been doing making it make sense. They were my platforms that I created. Well, my segments for my show. You know, I just carried them on to the next platforms that I created. Shout out to my sis, Dream. I remember that interview. My sons can rap. Oh, okay. This is something I did with my kids. That's my oldest, my 18-year-old. That's facts. And that was my youngest. That was my youngest, man. He definitely could freestyle, though. Let me see. That was me tripping out with my sons, man, on my podcast. Oh man, another talented brother, man. The brother I can't pronounce it. Hendrix. I'm gonna just say Hendrix. New York City, man. This brother, man. Like I said, man, I got some history. I don't know which one where he actually did some music. Man, that's gonna make me want to go back and watch a lot of these joints. Bro was going off, man. But I got some footage though, y'all. Shout out to Sneak, Neighborhood Legends. I had my brother on here too. Shit, man. Where is one at? Because I was giving a lot of energy. Like I said, man, y'all don't know. Those who don't know, okay? I've been pushing this.
You hear me? Rest in peace, Nipsey. You hear me? It wasn't all about fuck Nipsey or you disrespecting the dead. I get what you was doing, brother. I get what you doing.
This one I was speaking on Charleston White.
I see the good within the bad.
Charleston White, when he first came on the scene.
Continue to push you. That's what it's all about. We have a message. We have a purpose out this motherfucker, my nigga. I have a purpose out here. I don't care who's viewing me or none of that shit, bro. This shit is not about likes or views with me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a purpose. I understand my purpose. I'm here to walk that.
Man, this is the history of me, y'all. It's the history of me.
The only reason I went to New York, this bitch ass nigga paid me, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga. New York City ain't shit, nigga. You niggas is infected with the coronavirus, nigga. And you bitch ass niggas ain't got.
Shout out to Charleston White, man. My sister Dream. Shout out to my brother Hawky, another West Coast artist.
Depends on who I'm arguing with. Because sometimes I just be shutting the fuck up because motherfuckers just sound stupid and I ain't got no time to keep on arguing with a fool. Killer. That's what I mean by wasting energy. Okay, yeah, like you can't change, like. I said what up, Chris? I don't know if Allie Boy's still in here or not, but if he is, what's up? But yeah, like, but respecting your thoughts. You know, you should definitely respect somebody's thought. But
okay, this one I came with that. I spoke on something. I said, man, we need to learn to respect each other's thought, whether we agree or disagree. Who are we to judge? If you're speaking to me and it's your truths that you're speaking to me, just because I don't agree with your truths doesn't mean that your truths aren't truths. Your truths are based off of your life, your experiences, your journey. We did not have the same life, the same experiences, the same journeys. So if I'm speaking and it doesn't resonate with you, it's not meant to. You know, we didn't walk the same path. Same with someone else that's speaking to me. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with somebody or say they wrong or have debates or whatever the case may be about their truths. And this is only to those who your truths are based off of your experiences. Because me personally, I feel like that's the only way that it's truth. You have to experience some shit. Can't just look at something or read a million times and be like, oh man, it's true. There's nothing that has been shown to put the facts or put the words or put the walk behind that talk. Let me just say that. There's nothing that has been shown. But you got all these brothers, so-called gods, all these sisters, so-called goddesses, that's running around here saying the same exact shit, presenting the same exact shit, but yet nothing has been applied to themselves. That's the weird part. Y'all be trying to run around here and convince everyone to move a certain type of way, act a certain type of way, eat a certain type of way. Don't y'all know that is still a program? You're trying to program people to be the way that you are. Maybe it's not meant for for us all to move the same exact way. You know, some of our people, some of these tribes ate certain shit, ate chicken, ate certain meats and all of that. Man, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Now, I do know certain shit is not good for you. What's not good for you to me is the shit they sell on these markets, because that's not real food. You know, that's imitation food or however you want to put it. Whatever the fuck they doing with the food. That's the shit that you're not supposed to eat. But shit that come from animals, actual animals that we know of, you know, things like that, our ancestors been eating this shit. Y'all think our ancestors been eating chicken? The fuck is y'all talking about? Now everybody, I don't eat chicken, I don't eat this, I don't eat that. Man, shut the fuck up. Your ancestors been eating this shit for years, centuries, and decades. That's a part of who we are. Personally, I don't run off of that. You know, I never piggybacked off of that. You know, we shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that. Eat this, smoke marijuana, smoke cigarettes. Man, our ancestors, well, mine's anyway. I can only speak for self. We're tobacco makers. We made tobacco. Now, even though the tobacco today is not the same, I get that part. But just to say that motherfuckers shouldn't be smoked, oh, that's bad for you. Nah, man, shut the fuck up. You don't even know you to be speaking about that. You know? All motherfuckers just talk just to be talking because it sounds good. Y'all hear certain shit come from other people, and y'all take and run with that. Y'all don't tap into y'all actual history of who y'all family, y'all ancestors were, what tribes you were a part of, what did they do? Because y'all do know all tribes did not move the same exact way. Exact way. No, we didn't all eat the same exact way. None of that shit. It was a lot of shit that we done differently. It ain't meant for us to be the same. Fuck is y'all talking about? So, you know, that's just my thoughts, my heart, my feelings towards shit, you know. And I'm really pushing that to those who are in their beginning of their spiritual awakenings. And y'all run across these brothers and sisters that try to sidetrack y'all on y'all initial mission. Don't let that go over y'all heads. Yeah, but my brother Hawkey, shout out to Hawkey. What was her name? She from London.
A lot of people crash this shit if they have
Luna. Shout out to Luna, man. She from London. She's an artist. I locked in with her.
Definitely good. First and foremost, you need a team. You just need a team of individuals who share the same vibrations you need. You know, everybody can't have no loose ends, no weak links, or whatever the case may be. What's in your team? If you got a strong team, you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like
I've been building, y'all. I've been building. I've been making these moves. Oh, man, speaking of that situation, man, with my brother Show Off, I remember he came on the live. I spoke about this, I think, a couple of days ago. And I had recorded it and put it on my platform. Now, mind y'all, I always say that it's one thing for me to say something to you or whoever about whatever, but it's a whole nother situation when a gangster can verify this shit. This is one of those situations. You know, when I spoke about me going up New York City, and this is my brother telling y'all exactly what he's saying when he's saying me. First time meeting me. Pulled up on me at Marcus Garvey Projects, one of the worst projects in Brooklyn.
True story, bro. And when I realized that, bro, this is my brother from another mother, and he up that cloth. Bro, I'm in Brownsville, bro. I'm talking about, like, it goes down like every 15 minutes in the video, bro. He's like, look, Deezy said, yo, I'm popping out. He's like, yo, salute, nigga. Yo, Deezy like, yo, show. Yo, I'm popping out, bro. I said, oh, I just hit me when you in the town. Yo, I pulls up on this nigga, bro. First off, the piece he was in is one of the craziest peas in Brooklyn, right? You don't know that, bro. Yo, this nigga says flip-flop with the two cannons on. I said, yo, this
two cannons.
Yo, I'm like, yo, this my, yo, I'm like, yo, this my brother, dude.
Listen, y'all hear that? This is my brother just randomly telling the story and shit. You feel me? Of when he first met me. You know, shout out to my brother Show Off, Brooklyn. You hear me? New York, a certified nigga. You know, but this was him telling the story when he first met me and shit up New York City.
I talk about that story all the time, bro. I promise you. Real talk, bro. Real talk, bro. I love you, bro. Real talk.
Shout out to my brother Show Off, man. We had my brother Hawkey, man. He definitely another brother that got some official music. Hawkey Turf on everything. Hawkey Turf. Make sure y'all type that in, man. If y'all want to hear some good music and shit from the West Coast. My brother definitely was pushing that for surely. Man, I got a lot, man. I done put so much information out there, so many topics. OG talk, what was this? What was this? I titled this.
They allow the music to play a role in fighting. That's like,
I think that was little boys, something versus little girls and thongs growing up fast. Oh yeah, I remember that one. You know, this was some of the Moors brothers. Remember, I told y'all I did some interviews with some of the Moors. I tapped in with, you know. This is an interview I did with him. Actually, wait up, was this the one with him and my brother Ja Bricks? Had they little back and forth. Shout out to the brother Ja Bricks, one of the Neegies. Damn, where that shit go? Oh, matter of fact, that's right here. Yup, a joint, because both my brothers, let me break it down first, you know. I believe one of the Moors had said something about the Native Americans, which is us, you know, the real Indians. And it was something that was said. I can't tell you exactly what it was, but it rubbed my brother John Bricks the wrong way. And due to the fact that I was tapped in with a couple of the brothers who are Moors, who represent themselves as Moors, but it was all love, you know what I'm saying? They knew where I was at with it. I respect where they was at with it, and that was that, you know. But due to the fact I rock with both of these brothers, I had to bring them on my platform to sort out their differences.
Somewhere else or something, they can come over here. Alice.
He didn't come on yet. Yeah, this is me. It's crazy because I created the round table on stereo, but actually I was doing it back then. Like I said, I always been me, y'all. Y'all better pay attention to the things that I was doing, building with brothers, you know, stopping the bullshit, stopping shit from going to certain levels. You know, I did this.
Yeah, but it's the bill. You know what I'm saying? The main thing is that we got to get our frame of mind set to where we take our place and not get caught up in the melee. With the God. Yeah. What y'all just building on? I heard a little snippet. No, word, I'm just just setting up, make sure our people know the importance of their status. The importance of their status. We've been tricked, we've been manipulated, we've had our values tricked up from outside sources that don't mean the best for us. Because we've been cast into a position of a low level of status. Right? When actually our status is supreme. There's any other colonist or somebody else from somewhere anywhere is beneath our status. You know what I'm saying? We had supreme status here. You know what I'm saying? And our people have been trained into calling ourselves these colorful terms, you know, like colored and black. Black's an adjective, colored means it's a fiction. You know what I'm saying? Negro, all those things are slave things. It's been put in place to take us out of our proper status as the heirs of this vast state. We at home, we didn't come here on no boats now. The only one that's been seen, they got pictures of them jokers coming over here on boats, is those modern European. That's 100%. Mankind. Y'all said it's time to ask them about our folks. They rate Charles like shit. Well, they got a crayon picture of our folks. They got a crayon picture of our folks. But they got real pictures of them on the boat. And yo, speaking on that, we really gotta pay attention to the mental manipulation that's going on. Because I had to realize, like, you know, how I thought of slavery? I had to realize, like, yo, damn, all these depictions is from movies and fucking cartoons. And I'm like, yo, where's the actual depiction of this shit? Like, I had to keep it. Damn, all I see is the depiction on 12 years of slave. That's why they keep running. That's why they keep running them. That's why they keep running them slave movies. Black history started when they started calling us black slavery. You know, that's when black history. That's why it never goes past that. Because that's when they start, they say, okay, this is the era we want y'all to concentrate on.
Shout out to the brother Jar Bricks, man. One of the Neejies, big wild Indian shit. One of the chiefs out here on the land. And shout out to my brother. What was his name, man? I tell y'all, no disrespect. I'm just really bad with names, y'all. I'm really bad with names.
Palestine or something, they treat you like royalty or something.
That's fucked up. It ain't even pop up.
Status is all you say.
I would have to go on my Instagram, man. But shout out to my brothers, man. Much love and respect. Corey Bratt, Bratz. She official artist from New York City. Yes. Tapped in with her as well. Shout out to her. Yeah, man, that was my journey. That's a part of my journey anyway. This is what to talk about radio. I have a lot of content, my own content that I put out myself. That was my first interview with Larry Stacks. Shout out to my brother Larry Stacks, just this generation, Biggie Smalls. Man, I had to join about red flags. Man, my making it make senses was the ones though. I ain't gonna lie, I was locking completely in. Shout out to my brother Deez Eagle from DC. That's one of my brothers that I met through the sis from up DC who was representing Dot at that point in time. Um, Shout out to them. You know, love is love, man. I ran across a lot of good brothers and sisters along my journey, you know. Uh, Moving on. Y'all can see all my platforms right here. What to Talk About Radio, DotMobRadio, I Can't Make This Shit Up Radio, and that's my main page. You know, I can get into that too. But as far as my podcasts and the movements that I created, the platforms I created, you know, this is what it is. Moving right along. I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast. Shout out to my brother Chief Zero. You know, he convinced me to jump back in the mix, and because I was done for radio shows, I was done with all of that shit, you know. But my brother convinced me to jump back into it, you know, because every time I speak, I always be like, I can't make this shit up, can't make this shit up. So that's how we basically came up with the name, because the nigga was always saying that shit, you know, everything that I was presenting out here. Bam, I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast. Let's go. And we was rocking out. Shout out to my brother Cheese Zero. He was co-hosting with me at the time. Where's all my joints at? All right. Like I said, my own content, y'all. I got so much content on all of my platforms. Like, so much of my own content on all of my platforms. You know. Man. Numbers, y'all. Numbers. You know. Y'all can see even the flyers has changed up. Okay. I did this 2 weeks ago. Oh, my bad. I'm going down thinking I'm going to the beginning and shit. Even the ones that's in here, not the beginning. I don't know why I do that to me when I'm on the game on YouTube. I can't go to everything that I can go to on my phone. That should be weird, but I got a lot of content on here that's not in this playlist. Let me just say that. This is all the content that I just added to this playlist. But this is I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast. Let me see. Are these the older ones? Damn, it been a year? I thought it'd been longer than that. I had been longer than that. This is an interview that who I did this with.
Not.
Shout out to my sis Body by Murder, man. I don't know.
You sure it says? It seems like he's.
No, this ain't the one I did with her. But I do got an interview with sis too on the podcast. Man, I could have swore I'm only a year in. Damn. I've done a lot within the year. I tell you that just on this podcast. I thought it was longer than that, y'all. But you know, I got a lot of interviews. Goddess Takeover, OG Talk, Making It Make Sense, the Powwows. I got a couple of interviews. Shout out to my sis. She's also a co-host on the show, Crazy Tree Lady. But this is my first interview with her. Fire. Let me see who else. Shout out to my my niece Harmony. She got her own line making bracelets. So I did an interview with her, you know, showing the star seeds some love, which I don't see nobody doing. You know, I did an interview with my sons, two of my sons. I done an interview with Harmony, and it was two other kids I done something with that I had met on Instagram. You know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. That's all. My nature talks. I do nature talk. Shout out to the brother Chief Pontiac, Rod Hayes. He came and blessed my platform. Why is this shit weird? Like they not all lined up, you know, the way that I put them out, but okay. But shout out to everybody that showed me love along my journey, you know, and still showing me love because this shit's still going on. I'm still writing my story. Shout out to the Chief Golden. He locked in with me. A fire interview. Make sure y'all go check that out. Shout out to Donovan Wolverine, New York City. Peace and love to my brother. He did a fire joint with me. Shout out to my brother, you know, my brother JB Miles. This is the first interview he did with me. We got 2 joints together though now. He did a hit for hits with me recently. But that brother very talented with the music. I promise y'all, man. This was something that my sis had dropped on her platform. I think this is it. Oh, she interviewed me on her platform, I believe. Yeah.
Sometimes it's at a higher level, sometimes it's not.
Shout out to my sister Queen Black. Make sure y'all go follow her platform. The Senior Citizens Movement. You hear me? Behind the Avatar. Actually, this was a Behind the Avatar show, I believe.
Right. Big facts. But yeah, man, I had a few situations, personal situations this weekend. Free my nephews and rest in peace, my cousin Chanel. You know, so I had that loss. Actually, kind of 2 losses. But it is what it is.
Wow.
It is what it is.
Wow. This week that happened? You had 2 losses?
Free my nephew. Today y'all now nephew free. You hear me?
Well, I say 2 losses because my
love
cousin,
you,
she
shout out to my nephew Taz, man. Y'all know the vibes. But that was my history, man. I'm gonna do a part 2 though, because I want to get a little bit deeper into some of the where I was at when, you know, mentally when I was pushing these movements or whatever, or when I was doing certain shows, you know, because a lot of what I was doing was like a venting session for me. You know, y'all might not have known that, but a lot of the shows that I was doing was venting sessions for me breaking my own chains, me breaking my own cycles, you know, but I know that others were going through the same exact shit. So I had to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? So that was you know, and I succeeded. You know, I promise y'all I have succeeded on my mission, and I'm still succeeding. You know, this shit don't end. This shit do not end, y'all. I promise y'all it don't. It do not end. You know, I'm just going to continue to keep creating, you know, keep pushing it forward, never going backwards, you know, standing on my truths and my truths only, you know, not allowing to anybody to intervene on that or try to push their truths on me. Like, people don't even do that with me. Like I don't know, man. I swear, and I don't be wanting to talk about certain shit because, you know, the weirdos on the outside looking in going to look at it in a whole nother way if I say certain shit, which I don't even give a fuck because who the fuck are y'all? Like, most of the people that do all this, be the nobodies. The people that's really making moves out here, that's really got some shit going on or really trying to establish some shit, Man, they is not doing a bunch of it. They not even paying attention to the motherfuckers that's doing this. You know, so if their names get mentioned or whatever the case may be, man, they not focusing on that shit. First and foremost, who are you? Now, if a name get mentioned by somebody that's supposed to be at a certain level, you know, maybe that might get entertained. But other than that, worried about you regular degulars, fuck is you talking about? Y'all ain't got shit going on within y'all own lives, but want to speak on someone else's? Fuck out of here. That shit weird. Super weird. And I ain't talking about weird in my world, because there's two different types of weird. There's weird in my world, which is a good thing. It means that you're different, because people in the programmed world, when they hear people like me speaking outside of the programming, they label us as weird. They label us as crazy. Big crazy, super duper weird. Fuck is you talking about? I accept. You're validating that I'm not like you, you know, all the rest of yous, all of yous, you know. Fuck is y'all talking about, man? Stand out. That's why in my rap I say stand up to stand out. Big Chief, not the little one. 10 toes down, y'all about to catch one. I'm with them featherheads. Big bread, I am the currency, nigga. I put it on your wig. Come on, man. Listen, love is love, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up. Like I said, I'm gonna do a part 2 of this because there's a lot that I did leave out. Next time I might have somebody come on with me and, like, you know, kind of ask certain questions, you know, after I, you know, show some of the footage or whatever, you know, I'm presenting out here. I would want somebody to, like, ask certain questions from that time or what a nigga was dealing with, going through, or whatever the case may be. You know, I would want somebody to, you know, be up here with me and ask those questions, make it a little bit more interesting. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might ask something that I wasn't even thinking about, you know, speaking about. But yeah. So I'm gonna definitely do a part 2 of this. But like I said, man, I respect the walkers, not the talkers. You gotta walk your talk out here. You know? This was I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast from the ground up. The walk behind my talk. Cause you know, I can't even say I do a lot of talking. It's just when I talk, a lot of energy is being presented out of this vessel here. You hear me? But I talk because I walk. I don't talk just to be talking, you know? And I just put the proof out there behind my words. The walk behind my okay, you know, so I had to go ahead and present myself for those who don't know, you know, and this ain't no shots towards nobody. Nothing was said to me or about me or none of that. That's not the reason I chose to do this. You know, I was just looking at a lot of old content that I had dropped, and I'm like, damn, bro, I really got some deep history out here that people would know nothing about. Because, you know, a lot of people did not know me around those times. You know what I'm saying? Especially those who I've been tapping in with in the last, 5 to 6 years. You know what I'm saying? On social media, the gods and the goddesses. You know, so I just wanted to put a lot of that out there to show, you know, my grind, you know, from the beginning on up to now. You know, and I'm still pushing it, you know. But I love everybody. I love everyone who pulled up, even those who are going to watch this afterwards. I love you as well, wholeheartedly. And I put that on everything I love. You hear me? This was I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast from the ground up, the walk behind my talk with Big Chief. Not the little one, G the Starflower, melanated god of love. I am here to break chains. I am here to break cycles, and that I shall do. Shout out to my goddess, Aquarius goddess. Shout out to my 3 young starseeds. Shout out to the tribes, my tribe and all other tribes. You hear me? All my brothers that I've been connected with. Shout out to my brother, Happy Solar Return. To my brother, Chief Thunder. If I ain't saying his name right, I apologize. Dundee or Thunder. I'm sorry, my brother. You know what I'm talking about. Happy solar return to my brother. And it's actually my aunt, my favorite aunt. Yeah, well, all of them was my favorites, man. I can't just pick one out, but happy birthday to my Aunt Jana. Long live her, because, I know energy don't die. She's not here with me in the physical, in this realm, but she's somewhere, and I'm pretty sure she's still there, watching and guiding me, same with everybody else that I've lost in this realm, or transitioned over to the next, or whatever the case may be. But happy birthday to my Aunt Jana. I love and miss you wholeheartedly. You hear me? What I wrote in that post, that's real life. My aunt had the most beautiful smile in the world. When she got sick, I don't know the reasons behind whatever happened. I was young. I just know it went for me. Going to her house, and she was walking and talking and having fun with me and my sister. To me had to watch her lay in. I don't want to say deathbed, but others may use that. But I'm gonna just say it was what it was. Once she got sick, I used to be in that back room with her every day. I would lay up in her hospital bed with her, because she had one of those beds. My grandparents, they were well off. They were wealthy. They had a whole room built in the back of their house, an extra layer built onto their house to make a room back there for my Aunt Jana when she got sick. But every time I used to go over there, me and my sister go over there every weekend. Like I said, I had a real big mom. I had a real grandpa. You know what I'm saying? If we not there, it's a problem. You know. So every time I would go over there, I would be back there with my Aunt Jana. I stayed back there in that room, watching TV, laying up on her bed with her. I can't tell you or remember exactly what we used to watch, but I would lay right there with her, and we would watch whatever we was watching on that TV. I guess it was times I done went to sleep in there and all of that. Basically, I never really left her side. You know, I never really left her side at all. But long live my Aunt Jana. Happy birthday to you. Again, happy birthday to the chief. I love everyone wholeheartedly. Make sure y'all, stay in tune, man. Hit that like button. Hit that damn, the fucking the notifications. Hit that notification button as well, man. Those of you who are subscribed to my platform, can y'all please hit that notification button, so when I do go live, y'all can pull up, because I be here having a lot of my brothers and sisters be like, man, I ain't even know you was on. You should have sent it to me. Dot dot dot. Well, if y'all hit the notification button, it will automatically pop up, on your phone. So, and of course, it still could get looked past even then. Motherfuckers got life they living out here. I'm gonna just, I'm not mad. I promise y'all, I share my shit because I am my biggest fan. I am my biggest supporter. I'm gonna do for me what someone would want someone else to do for them, right? If that makes sense. Like, the work that you would want somebody else to do because you doing this, you think you should have somebody else doing that. I do it all when it comes. I do it all. I am my biggest supporter. I am my biggest fan. You hear me? So when I'm sharing shit and everybody inboxes or whatever, I don't expect everybody to pull up. I don't expect everybody to see it, tap it, none of that. Support it, none of that. But I'm still going to push me, regardless of what. So I don't feel any type of way with anyone who doesn't show up to my lives or my platforms, my shows, whatever. I don't feel any type of way. And I put that on everything I love. Do y'all hear me? My voice is meant to be heard, and it will be. My voice is meant to be felt. You hear me? So when I speak, right now, it has a zero. Wasn't a zero the whole time, but right now it has a zero. That's a million people to me. I'm speaking directly to a million people right now. So it doesn't matter who's on the platform while I'm delivering whatever I'm delivering. All that matters is those messages get sent through the universe, and they will. The universe validates that every time. Every time I do a show, I get some validation from the universe that those were truths. Not saying that I need it, because I don't. I don't need it at all. I know it's truth. Ain't nothing nobody could tell me, because my truths are based off of my experiences. Fuck is y'all talking about? I experienced these things. That's why I'm speaking on it. I'm not just talking just to be talking. A lot of these brothers and sisters, so-called gods and goddesses in the so-called spiritual world, they don't do that. They speak on what they hear everyone else speaking on, which is a program to me. Because if everybody is speaking on the same exact shit, acting the same exact way, that is a fucking program. Where is the differences? That's why I say a lot of these brothers and sisters jump out of the programming, or wake up outside of the programming, which is the government and all that shit, and jump directly into another program. Because y'all go looking for these master teachers and y'all be doing all this seeking. No disrespect. This is not towards anyone personally. So please, y'all need to stop taking things personal that I say, because I don't know you personally for me to be speaking directly to you. Okay? But for those of you who are still seeking for information, take the first two letters out. N. What the fuck is you searching for? I didn't search for anything that I'm presenting out here. This is all me, 100% me. These are my truths, my thoughts, my heart, my words, based off of my thoughts. And those thoughts are based off of my experiences of what the life that I chose to live. You hear me? And that should be your only truth. If you have not experienced this shit, how the fuck is it truth? I don't give a fuck how good it sounds. Y'all ain't nobody. It's no one who's actually showed y'all that this is what it is. Like showing it, like you presented this in the physical. No one has done that with any of y'all. All they do is this, and y'all hop on the bandwagon. Oh, another program created. Gay got him. Ah, shit. They found out about that one. All right, cool. Got him. Got him. Another program. Y'all don't get it. I've been watching this with my own eyes. You hear me? I've been observing these things happening with a lot of the brothers and sisters that I'm tapped in with, or I got some sort of connection to. But, I'm not breaking that connection with them yet, because they're still going through their journeys. They're still in the beginning of their journeys. And I get it. I might get a little attitude sometimes, but I'll get an attitude because I see more in you than what you see in yourself. So when I see you move in a certain type of way or speak in a certain type of way, it rattles my feathers at times because I know you better than that. That's all, and that's it. So when I'm giving off some tough love, or that voice start getting a little bit hostile or heavy or too much energy behind it, which is passion, y'all think it's anger. It's not anger. I fucking love you. I have to speak to you this way. This is the only way that you're gonna get an understanding of what I'm saying to you. All that soft talking shit don't work no more. All those pats on the backs and hugs and baby's gonna be all right don't work no more. You got to yell in these motherfuckers' ears, and that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. If you don't like it, oh well, fix yourself. Okay? But love is love. Love those who love you. Reach all except the love that is given. You hear me? I am Big Chief. I am Big Chief. I am Big Chief. Not the little one, baby. Cheetah Star Flower, melanated God of love. I love every last one. I don't just throw those words around just to be throwing them around, man. But hold up, man. Let me do these shout outs. Shout out to the Mob. Shout out to my brother T-Rex. Shout out to Bad Uno. Shout out to my brother Ugg. Shout out to Pop Shit. Shout out to shit. My brother fuck, man. Why am I doing it? That's why I don't like giving shout outs, because I'll be feeling like I be forgetting people's names and shit. And I purposely. I promise y'all it's not. I know who everyone is. I love all of y'all wholeheartedly. Y'all know I do, you know. But shout out to my brother Punchline. I think I said Uggs, Nemo, Brock. Shout out to my True Gang / DotMob, Obi-Wan and Flea, Bad Uno. Shout out to Swift Millie. Shout out to Charisma. These is people that, you know, came along and went their ways. Besides Swift Millie, he's still a part of DotMob. Charisma, Snake Eyes. Shout out to my brother Show Off. That's my brother. I love you to death. You hear me, bro? Yeah. And shout out to everybody that I had any type of connections with, you know, bless my platforms with interviews. Shout out to JoJo Capone, Paparazzi Poe, anybody, everybody, man. I love every last one of y'all wholeheartedly, man. You know, and it's in my skin, you know, and I have to say this, you know, it's in my skin. You know, a lot of people can't really say that, you know. A lot of people can't really say that. Dying over this shit. You hear me? I stood 10 toes with 3 extra feet on that, you know. Dot love, dot loyalty. You hear me? I love every last one of y'all, man. And hit me on the back end. Hit me on the back end. And as far as that situation I spoke about earlier, about sitting at the round table with certain individuals and, you know, having that man-to-man conversation, I meant that. You know, I meant that. I love every last one of y'all wholeheartedly. I don't have no beefs. I don't have no issues with anybody out here. You know, what happened, and it is what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit is out of my hands, but yet it's in the hands of the hands. You know, I can't say I completely have nothing to do with it because it was because of me. But as far as the routes that people choosing to take, I didn't push that. You know what I'm saying? That's just based off of how much love people have for me. You know, if anybody get where I'm going with this. But I would rather us have those sit downs and, you know, at the round tables and put everything out there in the open so, you know, we could see where we went wrong. Because I feel like, you know, the situation definitely went way too far, you know, with me and the brother Tay-Rock, for sure. You know, that situation went way too far, you know, and it didn't have literally nothing to do with me. It was just the love that I had for the mall, you know, and shit, you know, went left with him and another brother within the mall. I don't even want to speak on any of that because it's like bringing old dirt back up, and I don't want to do that because I can see, you know, they even pushed past it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to bring old shit up, but those who know. You know, I'm willing to have that man-to-man sit down with whoever. You hear me? I am BigChief, not the little one. I love every last one of y'all wholeheartedly. This was I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast. Make sure y'all lock in with me on the next episode. We are the movement that's moving. If you ain't with the movement, keep it moving. Fuck is you talking about? You heard me. Love is love.
It's a whole lot of talking. Fuck is they talking about though? You heard me? Big MRM WRW Mafia. Come vibe with the tribe. Kirby, what up though? I'm breaking it down, ground. I'm working my way up. You a way stuck, get your weight up. You're looking for pay, cuz I want all my people to wake up. Sleep, Frank Ocean, D,
Big MRM,
WRW. This is the myth of the week. Fools, choose. I'm making a break of the rules. Fools, choose. It's the I'm busting a move.
Shout out my sister.
I wake up like
ladies. Shout out my sister Fox.
Everything else is a test.
Shout out to Gifted.
Was created for licking the less. I'm with the guards.
Shout out
yes.
to my brother Chief AB.
Me and Kirby finessing the beat. 10 toes. MRM we
Shout out to
the
my brother
I'm the
Spiritual
chief.
Gangster.
This is the tribe. I ended the different electrical tribe. Come get you
Shout
a
out to
vibe.
the chief
This
that I
is
just
my land.
connected
Is my
with.
only
Love is love,
reply.
man.
Yeah.